Okay, music.
And we are now live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dice&Dolts. And we're doing something a little different this week because Dennis is off having fun at a convention and racking up all the commissions. We've been left to our own devices, and I'm handing over power to Sephi.
Good evening.
So then, Sephi, spin us a tale.
Very well. One of the more lively trading ports on the southern coast of the Kingdom of Holborn, on the western end of the Scorpion Coast, Ramar has become a melting pot for various peoples from around the world, and the heart of the city is the Aurora Commons, located in the city's eastern half. Within the Commons, it is not hard to find some form of vice or sin, but most of the people here are honest, and many artisans ply their trade, from tabaxi fortune tellers to goblin jewelers. While the majority of Ramar is populated with humans, there is a significant dwarven population from the nearby ironstone vaults, trading their goods here along with a small goblin population who have, despite some friction, integrated fairly well with the populace. Many adventurers come and go through the gates and port of Ramar. As such, there is plenty of coin to be made with those willing to work and to take risks, but of late, there are certain rumblings. Rumours of a dark witch surfacing the Aurora Commons, a strange mystical energy in the air, and sightings of strange hooded figures probing about. We shall start in the inn, unless you want to do character introductions.
It's up to you, my darling. You're the DM.
Okay, Jurnis, if you go first, please. Introduce
Hi,
your character.
I'm Squish. Squish is small. Squish learned to fight. Squish is a small goblin monk.
Okay. Creature, if you may.
I am Ria, former champion of destiny, would-be slayer of the Bedouin Cobra. Thank you, I'll explain later. And she is a paladin as well as an Arakokra, more specifically a goshawk Arakokra. She's a birdie.
And Cork, if you please.
I don't know how I ended up with all these folks here. My name's Jeremiah Underman. I'm a barbarian, you'd say. I love fighting.
Excellent.
He's also a folk hero back in his hometown of Not Decided Upon.
Very well. We shall proceed now to the beginning of our tale.
Still give it to this game, it can really get your heart pumping.
We begin our tale. The Tavern, a large inner music hall just inside of the Aurora Commons, frequented by many of the sailors and travellers coming and going throughout the city. The ground floor has a decently sized stage and a dozen or so medium tables arranged towards it, and it's sparsely decorated with drapes of fine wine-red velour, which are arranged fancifully across the whitewashed walls, indicating the landlord, whilst not extravagant, clearly has invested in giving the place an air of class. The second floor is divided into 3 large bunk rooms. The cellars beneath hold a large number of barrels, along with a small kitchen and 2 dressing rooms. We begin in the early afternoon. The party has spent most of the night acting as an escort for a courier wagon, arriving in the early hours of the morning just before dawn. The night board has been paid for by the local treasury as part of the standing deal with the local lord. After sleeping till noon, your party has just finished a meal and are discussing what to do next. You may begin.
100 to 150 of them.
Hey, that's Cousin Dave over there. Hi, Dave.
Yeah. I basically
So,
took 120 soldiers.
anyone know where to do stuff?
I don't know. There's so many people here.
Yes, that's something you get at an end.
There's a decent amount of variety in it.
Don't worry, little one.
The only,
I'm not little.
Where you,
I'm perfectly adequate for my race.
when you grow up to be a tall, big man, you will be good at fighting.
Jeez.
I don't like this. This is weird.
You tell me.
Whoa!
But
Just
What was
discussing
it?
what to do next. There's a sudden yell heard in the air before a large, middle-aged dwarf suddenly appears out of nowhere, smashing through the newly cleared table.
Ah! Oh god!
That
What?
bloody pointy-hatted wazzock! What the hell do you think he was doing?
what do you
dwarf-
think he's doing?
The dwarf looks around at the group. Oh, bloody hell. Oh,
What
You
can I
freak.
do for you?
are you adventurers of some sort?
Depends on how much you're paying.
Yes.
Good. Right, I need some muscle. 50 gold, how's that?
Well,
Nothing better to do.
Is that a
I'm
lot?
like,
I don't know.
It's half of what I've got in a minute.
It will be enough. What do you
Right.
need help with?
Look, for some reason, the boy who works with me used a teleportation scroll thing and teleported me here. I don't know what he was thinking.
probably trying to prank you.
If he is, I'll have his eyes for bloody garters, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, we best be making our way back to the workshop. It's not far. So, let's go, shall we?
So what, you want us to like beat this guy up?
It's not like we have anyone to fight or something.
Look, I don't know what's happened, but we'll find out when we get there, okay?
Whatever. Let's go.
Okay.
As you agree to help the dwarf, you follow him out into the city itself. The workshop really isn't that far. You suddenly start to move slowly through the streets. As you walk, you decide to ask the dwarf what exactly is going on.
So, what are you working on in your workshop?
Oh, what are they working on? Well, it's something a bit secret. I can't really tell you much, but the battered mast wants it. Suddenly he drops into a low whisper. Truth be told, I'm working on something that could revolutionize golem making.
Golems.
Aye, yeah, golems. Your little, well, not little in this case, but you get what I mean. The iron fellas made of iron. Anyways, I'm working on making a golem that can speak. And not just speak, act, sing, do whatever you want.
Oh, I seen one of those. Turns out there was a gnome inside.
Oh, there's no gnomes in this one, Green Lass. This is the proper, 100% working, singing golem, or it will be if that pointy-hatted wazzock hasn't bugged it up again. Anyway, we're almost there now.
Sounds hard to me. Golem
I will.
singing.
The actual magic bit is the boys' stuff. But personally, you can't get a better golem than ones made by Badrek Hallowhammer.
I suppose
Pleased
that
to
would
meet
be a
you.
I'm pleased to meet you as well. You didn't give me your names, by the way.
I'm Squish.
I am Riyadh. I keep doing it. Former champion of destiny, would-be slayer of the Bedouin Cobra. Pleased to meet you.
My name's Jeremiah. I'm the Slayer of the Beast. They call me back home, lad.
Very well, it's a pleasure to meet you all. If you want to know what Badreg looks like,
I need healing. Oh, damn.
does that show up?
It has not appeared on the
Alright, so
screen.
you were thinking of going to who?
Right ones. Oh, is it? Right.
There should be an option to show to your players.
I'm just trying to find that. Oh, players. Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that. There we go. Does it work?
Not
It
yet.
didn't
Not
pop
yet.
up, but it's there, yes.
Okay, right.
There we
Choose
are.
players.
Okay, there it
It
is.
has appeared.
Sorry about that.
That's alright.
I
It
like
takes its
them.
time.
That's
Lovely,
what
lovely goggles you got there. We
Hey,
worked
we've
in
got
a
to-
smithy once.
Hey, well, you got to look after your eyes in our business, lad. Anyways, we're almost there now. As you approach the workshop, you suddenly notice a tall,
Oh,
red-headed young man stood outside, seemingly worried. 1 second. The young man's wringing his hands, clearly worried about what's going on inside. As you approach, Badreg suddenly unleashes a furious yell. Hatchworthy, you wait! What were you doing? Teleporting me back to the mast. Sorry, Badreg, but oh god. Who are these three?
Hello.
But
Hello. I'm Goldie Hatchworthy. Mr. Hallowhammer's assistant. Badreg. Seems to be a bit of a problem, I'm afraid. What is it then? Spit it out, lad. Well, there's some people inside. They're kind of rooting through the lab, trying to find something. Find something? Oh, I see. At this point, Badreg turns to look at you and just goes, well, looks like you're about to earn your 50 gold. You three can go in ahead. I'll wait out here with the boy.
could you please elaborate on the nature of what we're about to do?
Well, basically, there's these 5 blokes in there trying to basically rummage through the lab. I think it's got something to do with. Basically, I reckon people are trying to steal my secrets of this golem, you see. So, you know, it's industrial espionage, that sort of thing.
Squish doesn't like bandits.
Common thieves. Oh, the glorious life of a paladin. Alright, guys, let's go in.
Okay.
Get to
You
smash someone, eh?
decide to move into the workshop.
Knock, knock.
As you arrive, you see 5 men rummaging through the various items around the workshop. In one corner is a forge, where you can clearly understand where Badreg works, building the golem. While in the next corner is a sorcerer's study, clearly used by the young wizard outside. As you notice, the 5 men are clearly searching for something, not the golem or designs, but something else. And as you look around, one of them suddenly notices you and turns to look. This chap here.
Hello.
Who are you? What do you think you're doing here?
I could
I'll
ask
do
you
the same.
We're here looking for a very special item that bloody dwarf nicked from us.
Oh, did he?
Yes. We don't take kindly to weird strangers coming in and messing with our business.
And I'm sure you have proof of your possession of this item.
The item is the property of our organization.
Yes, that is the part that I understand. The part that trips me up is that you're rummaging through somebody else's house, claiming that you own something that he has.
We have got authority to be here, a special writ, as it were.
I'd like to think people have learned, but
May I see that?
I don't think they have.
Why should I show it? You're just some adventurers who walked in off the street. I bet you the dwarf even paid you a measly 10 gold or something, didn't he?
First of all, our payment is none of your business, and secondly, I am a paladin, you see. I try to help out people in need, and right now I'm seeing people who are breaking into somebody's forge.
Oh,
So
really?
you understand my predicament.
The only predicament is that it was free of you, us. Simple mathematics, isn't it?
Only 5 of you. 3 of us.
So might makes right?
Squish feels this could be easily resolved with the words and the talking.
Oh, what would a greenskin know about intelligence?
Oh,
That just hurts Squish's feelings. I don't like him anymore.
Looks
Yeah.
like we found the bard in the group.
I believe we
Oh,
found
really?
the lady in the group.
Of Derry as a port.
Well, I have been known to sing. You want to hear?
Transatlantic.
All right then,
shipping.
Greenskin. Let's see what you're
If
capable
the
of then.
effort and the investment and time had been
Honestly, I was expecting a sarcastic response, so I don't have anything prepared.
But we also have the problem
You
with
have to bear with me.
dual taskmasters in Northern Ireland.
Sorry.
A weak
Well, we'll
allied
just have to see
government,
exactly what your
even if
tongue
there were
looks like
troubles,
when we
adaptive
remove it
troubles.
from your head.
And then we've also got the troubles. that
Squish
15
sticks out her
over
tongue.
40
Bleh.
years behind everyone else.
Oh,
That's worth a spoken.
I mean, it's crazy to think that
Jeremiah
today,
takes
Northern
his
Ireland
great
was
axe from his
much,
back and
much more
wields
advanced
it a
than
little
the
bit.
south of Ireland.
Okay.
The troubles started.
In
Think
that
it's
case,
time to go- think it's time to go chopping.
Slowly caught up while
we've already got initiative sorted, so I shall reveal the turn order. Or is it already up?
It's already up on the screen.
It's already up.
Already up.
Right, sorry about that.
You can refresh it so that they're sorted properly.
Right, sorry about
I
that.
don't know how.
If you
Okay,
go
so we're
to
going with the.
by descending order, it should pop up there.
Alright, sorry.
Oh, you're alright, take your time.
Okay,
Also,
yeah, we're ready.
I have to say, I am rather impressed with your map.
Oh, thanks very much.
Very nice.
Especially
Bit tweaking,
considering
but-
that it's made out of separate elements.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's,
so I'm just going to start some music.
Very nicely done.
Thanks very much. Start some music.
Doing her job
And
well
we
now,
enter battle.
which is good. It's like the hamster drives me nuts, but
Is that.
he's damn
There we
good
go.
at his job.
So we start with little boy Blue here. He is going to start his turn by moving
I got from
towards the barbarian. And while here, he's to. Sorry. And like I say, it's my first time DMing, so.
Don't worry.
Great job
take
so
your
far.
time. You're doing good.
Draw his scimitar and take a swing.
Yeah, I think they should probably shoot.
I just need to know.
It'd be really awkward if I went there to shoot you.
That misses. Because he has no advantage, so 7 misses.
Okay.
You call that a blade? This is a one. Sorry, you're breaking up here for me.
Oh, sorry, creature. Does that 14 hit you?
What, 14?
14, yeah. Does it hit you?
Beat it, beat it.
Right, that's 4 damage, please.
Didn't see the roll, so was a little bit confused, but okay.
Oh, sorry, I got a second.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Sorry about this. Like I say, it's looking at the slickest DMing in this episode, I'm afraid.
She's behind us, as long as she's nowhere near the
It's only a flesh wound, my friend.
Well, there's certainly a lot of that to hurt.
Now then, next up in the order is Squish.
Or it should be us.
Okay.
Uh,
Squish is going to come over here and use her 3-foot height to attack.
Okay, who are we attacking?
Little boy Blue.
Okay.
I don't think Swish would attack Ryster. He's not even here, Jeremiah.
I think that might hit.
Yeah, that's 20. Oh, sorry, I was at the wrong. Oh, God. Creatures, can you take. Sorry, Cork, can you take the damage off? Sorry, I was too high up the thing. Sorry about that.
You did that by accident? Okay.
Yes, yeah, I messed up there.
No, it's not a problem.
Okay.
First combat always goes terribly wrong
That's true.
in any system.
Okay, Swish, as you dash forward and prepare your 3 strikes, you catch him in the torso. First in the ribs, second shoulder, and then back on the hip, doing 6 bludgeoning damage.
Can I spend a key
Do you want
point
to do anything
and
else?
do flurry of blows?
Nicola, you need to unmute yourself.
Damn it! I was saying I want to spend a key point and use flurry of blows.
Okay. You may do so.
I just did, and that's a 10.
6. That's a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, 10. Just gonna double check that.
Don't think it hits. Hopefully it does.
AC of 12. It doesn't hit.
Oh well, I tried.
Next up is Ria.
Ria draws her rapier. She moves over here and also attacks the man in blue.
Okay.
That's the rapier.
That's a nat 20. Okay, that definitely hits.
And
6 plus 4, that's 10 damage. Your rapier slides straight into his side. You've clearly done a hell of a lot of damage to him, but it's not enough to take him down. He clutches at the wound, desperately trying to plug it. But you can tell he's going to need some help with that.
not too late to surrender.
What do you mean, surrender? Anyway, is there anything else
You
want to do?
attacked first! We're defending ourselves!
Oh, don't listen to the... Oh, right, you idiots, just get on and kill them.
See? Now we're gonna have to defend ourselves against all of you! This is unfair!
Yes, yes. There's only 5 of them and 3 of us. That's really unfair for them.
Is there anything else you want to do, Ria?
Turn done.
Okay, turned on. Right, next up.
I just want to make everyone sure that this is their fault!
Next up is the Red Man. He has seen what we've done to his friend, and he is not happy. So, he is going to scuttle forward and try and take on the small, squishy monk.
Hey, how do you know how I got my name?
Well, I don't know. Okay, that's a 22. Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay. He does 6 slashing damage with his scimitar.
Ah!
I got him, boss. I got him. And that's about all he can do. So, I shall scoot him down the order again. And then we go to the boss. Now, he is not happy with what's going on. He's downright annoyed with this. So he just looks at the two in front of him and just goes, amateurs. And he's going to take a few steps forward. And he's going to decide who he's going to attack. And I just need to get his character sheet up as well. Need to do it, like I say, I'm really sorry about this.
Don't
You
worry.
don't have to apologize. You're doing pretty good.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good. And now you know my pain!
I know. I know. Your omnipotence, have mercy. And he's going to take a look at Ria, and he's going to cast Sacred Flame.
Ow.
And that is a DC 12 dexterity save, so if you could please.
Outside.
And that misses.
Yeah, I do that.
As the leader of this group extends his arm, you see a bolt of flame fly across the room, just passing by the paladin bird. It hits the wall afterwards, and he just curses to himself. Oh, for God's sake. And with that, he takes 2 steps back to where he was.
A little bit faster next time.
And we're going to scoot him back down the order.
Oh god, they learned. They learned. Shield.
And it's Jeremiah's turn. And Jeremiah, you've got 2 targets right there in front of you. You can get a murder sandwich if you want. So, what are you going to do?
It's gonna be tricky. We're gonna move here. And then, cause someone hurt the little green one. The red one. He's gonna pay for it. And,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to bring down the great axe on him.
Okay. That's 23. That definitely hits. Roll damage.
You hurt my
That's
friend.
12.
I hurt you.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, he goes down in one hit.
Well, he is now. Well, a lot of damage to him.
Well,
Oh no, it's Little Boy Blue. Sorry, got confused. Little Boy Blue's the one. Sorry. Yeah, you do 12 damage to him. That takes a hell of a lot off him. So he's now. He is. Great Axe is buried in his shoulder. Like you've got to tug it out, and he is just going. Oh!
you hurt my friend. I hurt you.
Well, you put an axe in my shoulder. I tried to poke him. That was nothing.
We mean nothing, I'm bleeding!
See,
You started this!
You hurt friends. I hurt you. And with that, he shoots a glance over to the big boss.
Yeah. Those two are currently looking at the boss like, this is your fault. Anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay. Next up, it's Green. Now he's looking between him and his friend here. He's just like, we really gonna do this? And at this point, you could just tell that the leader is just eye rolling at the behavior of his followers. Green is gonna cautiously move forward to about that, and that's all he can do really at this distance. So I'm gonna move him back down. I don't want to. Next up.
I'm going to hurt a little time.
Next up is Orange. He realizes that his friends are not doing well here. So he's going to quickly analyze the situation, and he decides, yeah, the barbarian seems to be the one that probably is going to give him the least amount of pain right now. So, position.
The least amount of pain?
Yeah.
You see how much I hurt your friend.
Yeah, well, these people are not as smart as you probably should have realised by now. He's going to take his scimitar, and he's going to try and slash you.
Yeah.
That's a 5.
No, that's a 14 because I'm in a murder scene with Blue Boy.
Oh yes, 14. Does that hit?
Yes.
Right. That's 2 slashing damage to you. He brings his scimitar across your arm.
Ooh, look. That's going to be a scar.
If he bleeds, we can kill it!
It also means it can kill you. I don't know why I turned into Arnold Schwarzenegger there.
Wow.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
I didn't think of that. Wait a second, just gotta give me a second to turn on, it's gone a bit weird on me.
Yeah, no, it's gone really weird. You put orange a little bit high all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's
now
back in order now, yeah.
Everything seems to be fine now.
This is not the slickest DMing.
As I said, don't worry about it.
Next up, Little Boy Blue. He is hurting. He's looking around at the 3 of you, and he is like, I want to get out of here. But he's gonna...
There's always surrender.
He's decided he can see 3 of his friends are near enough, and Green is just here. So he's gonna try and go... He lunges straight at you, Jeremiah. So, with that in mind, he is going to slash with his scimitar. That's 21. Does that hit?
Yes.
Now he decided, because his friend got your right arm, he's going for your left arm. So he brings his scimitar across, red streak curling across your bicep, with 3 slashing damage.
Ow.
Yeah, we'll get him! Come on lads, we can win this! And that's all he can really do. So I'm moving him down the order, and it's Squish's turn now. Squish. These men aren't the smartest cheese on the plate. So, how are you going to punish them for hurting you and your friends?
I'm going to go for red. No!
Okay. That's 7. That does not hit. Any moves anything else you want to do?
Hang on. What else can I do?
You know, little one, don't you have weapons?
I'm better with my fists. Hang on. Oh god damn it! He's too tall.
Yeah, that misses. You're just basically punching flies at this point. Nothing's happening.
Yeah, Red is just putting out his hand, and you're.
Yeah, Red's basically.
Yeah, I picture that's what's
you're
happening.
basically doing the.
He's basically got his hand on my head, like.
Okay, next up, Ria, your turn. What are you gonna do?
Ria decides to go help Squish because mostly she can't stand to see this any longer. So, she attacks the red guy with her right here.
Okay.
Blue unfortunately gets an attack of opportunity.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, Blue gets attack of opportunity, so we'll just try that first. Gonna use with scimitar. That's a 12. Does that hit?
12 does not hit.
Okay, now roll your damage on red.
That's a 6.
That is a 6. That's 6 damage, and red is toast. He just, your blade just goes straight into his chest from the side and pierces through a lung, then a heart. He is gone. He is on the floor dead, gurgling. At this point, his comrades, Blue and Orange, are just looking at him like, oh god, we've really messed up this, haven't we?
And Ria just leans down and goes, well done, Squish. You got him.
Yay!
I need to remove him from the turn order. Next up, the Acolyte. He's really just face palming at this point. Oh, for the love of evil. And at this point, he just throws his hand forward, aiming at Ria, and he's going to cast Sacred Flame again.
Oh.
That's DC 12, so if you can make a dexterity save.
Dexterity save.
Yep, that flame just goes straight, bounces off your armor. It's like, oh, why is this happening to me?
I told you to go faster.
He's just gonna kind of step around to this side of the table here, see if he gets a better aim from there, and that's his turn. So, Jeremiah, would you like to take your turn?
Yeah, let's actually go for thinking about it. Yeah, let's actually finish off Blue.
Okay.
Still hanging on to the great axe. Haven't switched to smaller weapons, so I can only attack once.
Okay.
Right now, that's a 19 against.
Yeah,
Little
that
Bob
hits. Oh, that hits.
That's 11.
11. Oh, bloody hell. You bring your great axe around in an arc, and as it connects, you see his head fly off his shoulders and scutter into this staircase here. Blue is absolutely dead, and Orange is just looking, and he is going to need a change of small clothes right now.
It's like chopping down trees.
Is he tinted? Oh no, he's tinted. Hang on a second.
He's tinted yellow
Yeah,
now.
he's tinted yellow. He should be tinted red. That's me thinking of orange. And yeah, he is down. Orange and green are just looking at you like, we are in over our heads here. And I'm just going to put you back down the turn order.
No, Blue is not in over his head.
No, yes, he's in over his head. The rest of him is above his head.
Now, Green, you can see he is starting to panic. But he knows that he's not got an option here. He's going to run forward towards Jeremiah, screaming his head off, scimitar raised, and he's going to take a swipe. It's 9. Does that hit? As he stumbles, he comes towards you, and it misses. He goes wide, and he just looks up at you like, please don't kill me. And that's his turn. So yeah, just going to move down the order again. Now, we're on to Orange. He notices you're slightly distracted by having killed his friend. He's behind you. So he's going to take another swipe at you. That's 7. Does that hit?
No.
Again, he just hasn't...
That's the problem when the breaches are smelling all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's just kind of standing back a little bit, trying not to get too close. He's just kind of swiping at the air frantically, going... And that is his turn. Little boy blue is dead, so Squish, it is now your turn.
Okay. No, let's not move there. Let's go over here instead. I don't think this guy should be sending you guys to your death without him having to pay something. So I'm aiming for the cult leader.
Okay. So what are we doing? Sling.
Yep.
That's 20. That hits. And the pebble you launch in flies across the room and smacks him straight in the temple. And he's just wearing hooded robes, so he's just like, "Oh, you little green! Ugh.
That's what you get for sending your friends to their deaths! You're a shitty leader!
I'm going to burn you alive for that!" And
to catch me!
He's not happy. He is really not happy at this point. So he's cursing. Is there anything else you want to do?
I have made a mistake!
And you run back behind Rhea.
Yep.
Speaking of which, Rhea, it's now your turn. What are you going to do?
Since it's firmly established that they're not going to back down, Rhea is going to go to work on Mr. Orange here.
Okay.
She's going to use her rapier once more.
Okay.
Maybe a miss.
Okay, let's see what it does.
Would be an 11.
Okay, so hang on, some reason.
For some reason,
Roll
it doesn't
20.
show up.
Yeah, it's not showing up for me either.
There it
Oh, there
is.
we go.
There it is.
That's 11. I'm going to double check the AC. Arm cross 12. So you lunge for him, but you go wide. You're a little bit too far to your left. So he just sails straight past him. He looks relieved. He's relieved. Now, hold on 1 second, a bit right.
Still have a chance to run away!
Okay. Now, the leader, he is really friggin' annoyed at this point. He is just going to move to this point, and he's going to prepare sacred. Actually, I know what I'm doing.
Oh no.
He's going to cast Sacred Flame towards Squish.
Oh!
So, can you roll a dexterity save?
Sure.
It's 18. He flings his fireball, but it goes straight over the top of your head. It misses you by a hair's breadth.
Squish
And
does
he
some
is just-
Matrix bullshit. Woo!
He's just staring. You can just see. You can't actually see his face, but where you imagine his eyes are, you can just see the red with bloodlust at this point. He is really not happy. He's just gonna go. And that is his turn. So, 1 second. Jeremiah, you're up now.
I'll try that again.
Oh, nice one.
Someone needs to go to the timeout corner. Going there, giving Orange the opportunity to attack.
Me is flipped.
Okay,
If
Orange.
wants to do an attack of
Okay, takes a slash at you. That's 16. Does that hit?
hits.
Okay. And that is 2 slashing damage to you, sir. So,
Alright.
Okay.
What I didn't mention is that Jeremiah drops his great axe and takes his two hand axes
Okay.
as he's walking forward. So he's going to swing once. 13.
13. I'm just going to double check on this.
Does the leader
That
have?
definitely hits.
That's
That's
9.
9 slashing damage.
And then other hand axe.
Okay.
13
That hits.
and 9.
Oh, your hand axes. First one straight across his chest, hacking into it. He is hurt badly. He is dripping with blood, coughing. He is not good. And as he looks up at you, fury in his eyes, which you can now see, you bring the second axe straight down into his temple, and he is dead. You know, he's like on his knees, and you have to pull that axe out. So,
I think you got him, big guy.
Yeah.
So much for the interrogation.
You wanted to talk to him? I don't think you would have talked.
right.
Maybe these two will.
Okay, green and orange are looking at each other like, oh hell, he's dead. They just look at the pair, at all of you, and they're just like, okay, we give up.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
A
Okay,
wise decision.
and with that, combat has ended. Oh, I stood there looking very sheepish. You know, they are really not sure what the hell to do now.
Ria is going to walk up to the orange one and get really close to his face, bring her beak just in line with the point between his eyes, and go, "So, what would you like to tell us?"
Look, oh, bloody hell. Look, it was Larry's idea. We just decided to... Oh, look, our family, man.
You will need to elaborate a little bit.
At this point, Green will just roll it. Green's the more collected of the two. He just goes, look, the dwarf took something, some kind of crystal or gem or something. We don't know what it actually is. We were just told, go and find this crystal gem thing in his workshop. We don't know where it is.
Yo, if you did actually have a legal warrant to search this place, this whole thing could have been avoided if you just showed it to us.
But that's the thing, we did.
Then why didn't you show it to us?
I don't know. Look, Larry was not the smart. Larry was all into this whole cult thing. We just joined up because we thought it'd be a laugh, you know.
Cult?
Like a little secret.
You're not gonna try and sell me makeup, are you? Or knives?
No, we were gonna do like knife and sacrifice and stuff. We just thought it'd be like a drinking club sort of thing. We didn't think it'd actually involve this.
You do realize what cults are, right?
Yeah, but like I said, I thought it was, like the Grand Order of the Stygic War Buffaloes or something. You know, bunch of bald, vaguely rich men getting drunk and doing obscene things in watermelons or something.
Details. Please, no details.
Oh no, that's not what we do. Just that's kind of, that sort of stuff.
You do realize as a younger member, they're probably doing those things to you, right?
They did mention something about a horseradish, yes.
Oh, jeez.
Squish is intrigued.
Ancient rituals are weird these days.
Well,
In my barbarian school, all we had to do is take the weakling from the class and kill him.
yeah, we
Seemed
get the
like
point. Look, we get the point. There's no need to hammer it home. At which point, Orange goes, "Yeah, we probably would have to."
So,
Yeah. So what are you going to do with these two?
Ria is still trying to interrogate.
Okay.
So was this casualty by the table your leader, or is there somebody above him?
Oh no, there's some guy way above him. I mean, Larry. Well, to be honest, we're kind of in a bit of a spot here because Larry's actually kind of a big figure in this.
Is he?
Well,
yeah.
no, I would say.
Uh, basically, he's one of the members of the Traders Board here in the Aurora Commons.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I mean, he's always come across as a bit skeevy, you know. I mean, he's I don't want to say anything, but he's been taking backhanders for a few years from some members of the Goblin Syndicate. But
Well, it's a good thing we have you guys to testify that he attacked us.
oh, gold, yeah, no worries. Although at this point, Orange pipes up. Leave a thing out about me, you know, messing myself.
Ah, jeez. Somebody get him a towel or something.
Just like pulls the leader's cloak off and gives it to him.
Orange. Oh, thank you, miss. And he quickly wraps it around himself like there's like a nappy sort of tying thing. And he is embarrassed and not happy and miserable. Green, meanwhile, is just like, oh, bloody hell, I've got to walk home with this idiot.
You know what? Hang on.
That's all we.
I'm just gonna rummage through my pack, and I have some commoner's clothes. He could wear goblin trousers as if they were little shorts.
Orange just sinks down and throws his arms around you. Oh, thank you, wonderful little miss. I appreciate it so much.
There. Okay, let go.
He schools off to the stairwell to go get changed, and Green is just stood there like, look, I've told you all we know. There's not really much else. I don't even know. I mean, I've seen the leader of this cult. I'm not in the inner circle or anything, but I don't know much. You know, I just like lower ranking member here.
You got a name?
Me.
Oh, the leader.
Oh, the leader. We don't actually know his name. He wears a mask. It's one of those things, you know, cult leaders tend not to advertise who they are, especially if they're of means, if you get what I mean.
Rich dude, got it.
Oh, God, yeah, he's rich. My God. I mean, I've only been inside the temple that they use. I've only been in there once, but he's got some gold.
You wouldn't be able to tell us where we would find that temple.
Oh, God, no, I had a bag over me when they took me down there for my initiation.
Figures. Well, we will have to have some words with our dwarven friend anyway. Maybe he knows a little bit more.
Yeah, no problem. Oi, Rick, you ready to go yet? Yeah, 1 second. Orange just schools out now in his clean breeches with the other ones wrapped up in the cloak.
Oh, and I trust you will testify that you've never seen us.
Oh, hang on, didn't your friend want us to testify against Larry?
Yeah.
Yes, but you have never seen us.
Oh, fair
Kind of
enough.
hard to defend us if they don't know that we're here.
Oh, fair enough.
It's just
They
an
haven't seen-
idea.
They haven't seen our faces.
Oh, fair enough. We know better than to go around blabbering, don't we, Rick? Oh yeah, Mike, sure. So they're going to scoot out the front door.
If
and
people
from
are
outside-
dead, you might be better off moving to a different town.
Yeah, well, bear that in mind. From outside, you just hear the dwarf kicking off at them before rushing in. What's going on? What's happened?
So you go any further, did I find anything in this guy's pockets?
No, you don't, I'm afraid.
Not even the
Not
writ?
even a straw.
He doesn't actually have the writ on him, that's the thing.
I knew he was
Blue
lying.
Red,
Oh, this is
Red
going to
are
be so
probably
funny.
also not carrying something. I mean,
No, they're not carrying anything.
That's going to be really funny. As those guys are going to go back and tell the captain, oh God, they killed Larry!
why would they talk in such a silly voice? Sounds like a goat.
I don't know, that's just how I think some humans talk.
At this point,
You
Bad
don't
Drake's
want to
just
hear how I think some of you talk.
right. So yeah, Bad Drake has burst back into the room. It's like, what's going on? Oh my God, there's dead people here.
Yeah,
Yeah, one's actually downstairs a little bit.
partly, yes.
Okay,
So,
He kind of lost his head looking around.
right. He just looks in the stairwell, just, oh, I see.
so
Yes, he ran around a little bit like a horseless chicken.
Right.
Or a headless chicken even.
I didn't
That's
have a horse either.
fair enough. They didn't mention anything, did they? They have found anything?
They said they were looking for a crystal and that they had a writ.
And Mr. Hellowhammer, that's the name, right? Hellowhammer?
Yeah, Bad Drake Hallowhammer.
Yes, we were wondering what you had in your possession that is so valuable that they would, as you can tell, fight to the death for it.
Look, you know how golems can't actually speak, right?
Yes,
Yes.
that's
Well,
why
we
they're golems.
figured the fact is they haven't got brains, you see. So the plan was we'd make one, and we did. It's all ready to go. It's inside its head. It's ready to go. But we needed something to bring it to life, that spark, as it were. So I wrote to my cousin, and he's a dwarf up in Galaba, near the Wizards University there, and he managed to acquire for me, at no small expense, I might add, the Orb of Awareness. Now, this orb is supposed to be able to give constructs intelligence, like like those animated brooms. This can actually make one think for itself and determine what needs cleaning, that sort of thing.
So you're telling me
Why
that
wouldn't Broom need to know what needs cleaning? It cleans.
Well, yes, but it's got to decide what takes priority. I mean, you got to take this place for example. You wouldn't dust up the cobwebs before cleaning up the bloodstains, would you?
Everything needs dusting. Also, Broom isn't very good at cleaning up blood. You need rags for that.
No. The point I'm making is that the Orb of Awareness gives constructs intelligence, or at least enough to be able to follow simple instructions.
So what you're saying is you're trying to make intelligent life.
Essentially, yes. Think about it. We produced the world's first singing, acting golem. Gordy over there gets his grant paid off by the university, and I make a bloody mint, famous as the creator of the Iron Mummer.
Okay.
What if it doesn't want to sing but want to fight?
Oh, don't worry about that. We'll talk. We'll talk to it. We'll talk it around.
Allow me to amend my statement. You're planning to create intelligent life and sell it.
Not exactly sell it. It's more that it's been worked on commission.
So you're trying to. So you're not selling it. You're lending it.
Essentially, yes. I mean, it'd be paid. No,
Making it an indentured servant of you.
not of
Using all the
me.
big words now.
No, I'm gonna say you're not as dumb as you let on to be, are you?
I don't know.
But look,
Oh, he's going to surprise you either way.
look, the point is that, yeah, I understand there's ethical issues, but he'll be sentient. He can make his own choices. But I will
Except
have
when
him.
they go against yours.
No, he's going to be free will. I mean, that's one of the things those dwarfs pride ourselves on. That's probably one of the few things that people can't argue with our wills.
I thought it was the beer.
That too.
You won't be really good.
Yeah, the point is, but no, the point is the Iron Mummer. We haven't thought of a name for him yet. We're going to encourage him to perform because he's going to be capable. Oh boy, he is going to make the best bards in the land look like rank amateurs. I'm telling you, he's going to be amazing.
I don't know.
And besides,
I've heard some pretty good bards.
besides, I'm no worse than some theatrical agents. They take
I
your soul,
don't
you know.
like this.
Anyway,
This-
the point is, have they found the orb?
Well,
Not that we know
we
of.
don't think so.
Right, so I'm going to go and check for safe.
Uh,
But Drake starts moving his way towards this doorway here, and as he does, a giant rat scurries past on hind legs carrying the orb.
oh,
It
lunch!
scurries straight past you and out the door. And Bad Drake just looks crestfallen for a second, but we'll get after him! I paid
Are
you
we
fi-
pest control all of a sudden?
Dibs on the tail!
Look, you think your little friend's got after him? I'm paying you 50 gold.
You haven't paid us nothing yet.
We'll get to it. Just get after the damn thing.
Whatever.
That
After you,
shouldn't be,
birdie.
shouldn't be in the wrong hands anyway.
And you are now outside in the town. I'm just going to put some music on. Now, do any of you have the ability to track?
No, but I do have +2 to survival.
Right.
I have
would like
plus
you.
3 to survival.
Okay. I'd like anyone who wants to try and track the rat to roll me a survival check.
Alright. That should
Worst
actually work. Bird's eye works really well.
Oh, Ria, as you look down, you notice in the slightly mucky cobbles little indentures of rat feet, and they're heading towards this doorway.
Follow me, guys. If my people can do something, it's track little animals.
You make your way into the large building here, and as you enter, give me 1 second. As you enter, in Ramar's infamous Goblin Market, a semi-respectable group of traders and craftsmen linked to Ramar Underworld, the Goblin Syndicate, own this market. It's your fairly typical trading hub filled with exotic wares. Most of the stalls carry unusual fruits, vegetables, and spices from distant lands. The air thick with pungent but delicious scents, particularly from the small array of street food stalls at the heart of the market. Situated around the market are a few goblin guards handling security, alongside hired hands from various other races, all on the syndicate's payroll. So, what are you going to do?
Well, first off, we should probably try to keep following the tracks.
But the tracks have come to an end.
Someone to pick up the rat.
It's an indoor market.
Ah, gotcha.
Ah.
Well, can we see the rat anyway?
You cannot.
Let's head for the food stands. I would expect a rat to go there.
Good idea. Getting hungry.
As you're walking, you suddenly feel a hand on your knee. Hold it.
Whose knee?
Who's,
It's on Ria's knee.
Ah, okay.
how can I help you?
As you look down, you see a goblin wearing some fairly patchy leather armor. It's fairly old, fairly used, and he's got his hand on a club. He's just looking up at you, just like, may I ask as to why your friend here has got scratches on his arms?
Because
Long story.
injured?
Right, look. I'm aware that you're probably new in town, so the syndicate doesn't like people causing trouble in the markets. We've got a nice thing going here, it's legit. We don't have to worry about the guards breathing down our necks, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We're tracking down a thief who's trying to get the syndicate in bother.
A thief trying to get a syndicate? Well, he's a bloody idiot if he's trying that, I'll tell you that for now.
It was a a rat guy. Did you see him?
Rat? Oh, we got a few rat guys here. You know, rat men. A couple of rat men traders. Can you think of any way to describe him, possibly?
He could have came in just a few feet ahead of us. Probably holding a big, shiny crystal.
A big shiny crystal. The only rat man I can think who's got crystals is Bogan, the jeweler. You'll find him just over there, but he's never been he's as honest as the day is long, and let's face it, I know honest men, and he is honest, so you can have a quick talk with him, and he might be able to help you.
Sorry, sir. Any rats that are interested in, say, a little bit of this flashy thing, you know, where you make sparks appear in your hands and stuff?
I'm not quite sure.
What do they call it?
He's talking about magic.
Oh, magic!
Yeah. Any magical people, traders here?
Oh, no. Are you kidding me? We wish we had magic people on our payroll, Gov. Because seriously, that stuff is worth a mint in this kingdom. Now, those wizards at the university, they arbor a lot of stuff. But yeah, you want to go speak to Bogan, he'll probably help you out, you know.
So you didn't see a rat guy run past just a second ago?
Well, no, not a rat guy. I mean, so, you know, it's all kinds of people coming in and out. I mean, I can only see so much, and he suddenly looks around and turns to a Goliath who's just kind of leaning against the wall, looking at his fingernails. Oi! Base! You see anything? No, not really. Right, see?
Okay. Well,
like I say, darling, you want to know about the shinies? Go speak to Bogan. He'll see you right. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, not a problem. And just remember, don't cause trouble. Okay.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Yeah, good one, Max. Alright, see you later. With that, he waves you in the direction of where Bogan's stall is.
Thank you for your help.
Not a problem. So,
Let's
see. As you make your way across the market to just off to the left-hand side of it, you find a small brown rat man currently sitting at a stall. He's got loads of jewels, some nice rings, necklaces, generally a nice little jeweller's stall. He's got a little lathe, setting a little stone into a ring, but something seems to be troubling him.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
We're looking for a crystal. We've been told you could maybe help.
Crystals. You sure? What kind of crystal were you interested in?
Primarily one that just came through the door about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, through the door 5 minutes ago. I'm really sorry, but all my wares just came in last week. I mean, crystals anyway. I mean, we've got some basic rings, but nothing of crystals that came in the last, before last week.
Would you happen to know someone who would be inclined to, how do I put this delicately, steal one of those? Yes.
Well, I won't deny that my people have this reputation, but I assure you, I've never done anything illegal.
Didn't imply anything like that.
Is there maybe someone you've caught stealing before whom you have to watch out for?
Look, you can just see he's really bothered by something at this point. Make a persuasion check.
You seem a little nervous, friend. Care to share?
24. That is a natural 20. So yeah, he looks up at Rhea. He's like, "Look, I can't really explain it, but you know how you get that really bad feeling sometimes."
Oh, I've had such bad feelings. Tell me more.
Well, in the last few weeks, all the rat folk in this town get a really horrible feeling for that mansion.
mansion?
Yeah, on the western side of town, there's a really marshy little bit of land, and well, we keep getting these horrible feelings from it. Some sort of thing is calling us towards it, and
Oh,
I really don't like it.
yeah, that
Must
sounds
be a
like
rat
good
king
news.
or something.
I hope not. I really hope not. But if you're looking, I'm assuming that because you've been pointed to me, it's a rat you're looking for.
That is
Yeah,
correct.
but not dressed as finely as you are.
Oh, thank you, sir. But yes, if you just go to the, like I said, the western part of town, you'll probably find something there. I mean, if there's any bad rats, they'll probably be heading towards there, I'd say.
That sounds reasonable enough.
I
thank-
got one question, sir.
Yes, sure. What is it?
Do you have any miming the shape and size of the orb of awareness? Do you have anything,
Oh no,
a crystal in
No,
that
but-
style?
no, nothing like that. Nothing that big. I mean, we only get really, really small little crystals here just for putting in the rings and the necklaces. Something that big. Good. So you're talking about the
It's more
size of a
like-
small apple.
Yeah, would be small full staff.
Yes, it would. I would say since it sounds like something a wizard would have in his staff, it probably would.
Wait, did the dwarf ever give us our money yet?
No,
No, the dwarf's not paid yet.
that's why I was complaining about it. Because he hasn't paid us anything yet.
Ria
Still
takes
working.
the piece of paper, writes down a note to Adric that they decided to give this nice merchant some money for his help. So Mr.
Oh,
will have
How much are you talking about?
1 gold, just 1.
I can do that actually.
You're very generous, but there's no need to. I mean, as you can see, I'm quite well off, so.
You have been generous with your time.
Well, yes, but I'd rather you just find out what's causing all the problems over at the mansion, really.
Oh, that is free.
That's really all I'd like.
But still, little token for your time.
We are definitely
well.
going to have a look at it in any case.
Okay, he accepts the gold. He's a little bit awkward about it, but you can tell he's grateful. I would, if you'd like, any time, I'll give you a discount, 10% on whatever you order.
That is very, very generous of you.
It's
I will
not a
definitely keep
problem
it
at
in
all.
mind.
So, you've now got a direction to go to. Do you want to leave the market?
Yeah, we should probably look around a little bit more before that.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Any interesting stalls?
Not particularly. It's mostly fruits and vegetables, tapestries, artwork, that sort of thing. Not really something you'd be able to take with you on adventures.
So nothing we can track either?
No, there's nothing else you can track.
And also, no one's selling shields. Okay.
No one's selling shields.
All right.
Well, we set the place on fire and run away.
At least nothing. At least there is one store with a shield on it, but it's not a very good shield. It's clearly something that's just been made to hang on a wall.
Oh. I see nothing I could use. This iron pot, and with that he pulls it out of his backpack. Would make a better shield than that piece of wood.
Right.
It's good for decoration, though.
I suppose we'll be on our way.
Okay.
Unless Squish wants anything shiny.
What? No. Don't look. I didn't do anything.
No good
Okay.
shiny thing.
There are lots of good shiny things, but I don't do that anymore. No.
Okay.
Look, I got into a lot of trouble over shiny hoarding before.
As long as it's not about a dragon or something, it's all fine.
Okay.
Well, I got away before I got caught, so let's go! Quick! Look over there! A distraction!
Okay. As you finish up your business here, you make your way out of this side entrance here, and you see yourself right outside the mansion. So, what do?
Can I have a look around to see if we spot the rat tracks again?
Certainly, if you could roll a survival check.
I'll do that.
Okay. Squish and Rhea, you notice the divots in the grass just about there. Jeremiah, you are clueless. You see nothing. The rat tracks.
Must be all the smelts from the market that are distracting.
The rat tracks
They
continue
even
along.
have blackcurrants.
The rat tracks continue to this path here. But after that, they stop.
Where
Shall we
does the
go
path
with
lead?
knock?
Okay, they pass just there, creature.
Yeah, but what kind of building does it lead to?
This mansion here.
Are there guards there?
No, there's no guards. It's a very run-down looking house. It does not. It looks like it hasn't been lived in for a long time.
Isn't that the house the goldsmith talked about?
Yeah.
Logan.
It looks like it may be.
I want to scurry closer to the wall and have a closer look to see if I can spot anything that would be considered unusual for an abandoned house. Never mind, I tripped.
Okay. Fair enough. You just faceplant straight into the wall.
Ow! Oh god!
Jeremiah pulled her out.
As you look at the mansion, nothing seems unusual other than its state. But you can definitely sense something in the air.
Let me try something really, really silly. Let's see if this place exudes any magic. Nope.
9. You try and sense, but not much is happening. You definitely get the sense something magical is here in the area, but you don't know where.
Anyone else? Eula?
I got nothing.
Don't really have anything that happens here. Well, it's time to take a closer look at the front door, I suppose.
Okay. As
Look
you
and
move
see who's there.
Okay, you move towards the front door. What do you do now?
Are the windows boarded up or are they open?
They are that dirty that there's no point even trying to look through them.
Okay. So what, are we just gonna knock on the door?
Fortune favors
Okay.
the bold.
Okay. As your fist touches the door, it slowly creaks open.
Oh, that's bad.
Unlock.
So what are you going to do?
Well, looks like it's time to bring out the torches. Time to light the light and to walk inside.
Okay. We should just move you to
For the slaughter show tonight, alright.
Sorry, just gonna try to find the right music here.
It's time to bring the tinder. It's time to light the light. It's time to get things murdered on the murder show tonight.
Okay. As you enter the mansion, you look around, and the first thing as soon as you step in, you are hit in the. I want you to make Constitution checks.
Oh god. Saves or checks?
I'm sorry?
Did you say
Save
saves
or
or checks?
Just Constitution saves.
A save.
Saves. Okay.
12.
20.
Looks a bit burnt. Smells a bit burnt.
As you go, you are just hit by this wall. It is just foul. It is disgusting and rotten. It is just horrible.
Smells like my brother's bedroom.
Rhea, you feel a little just quickly get over it. Jeremiah, you're completely unaffected. Same with Squish, but as you look around the house, you can just see it is just filthy and horrible. There's insects crawling all over the place, all different kinds, and the occasional rat, but just a regular size one, scuttling around. As you're going around, you suddenly hear a scampering noise and panting as something is making its way down the hall towards you.
Rhea draws a rapier just in case.
Suddenly you hear, "Ah! Don't put it away!"
Who are you?
My name is Maurice. I am the Major Tomo of the glorious Madame Gethsemane.
Is
I
this
would
the
not have
rat we
guessed
saw
that.
before?
No, this is a ratkin. He's not the rat you saw before. He struggles with common speech a little, but more from the fact that he's being mentally dominated than his actual ability to speak.
Oh, that's some free information there.
It's one of those things where it's kind of obvious he's not completely in control.
What is your task here?
Oh, I serve my mistress, you know. Usually it's just cooking food and stuff like that. You have to fry everything to get the germs off. But yes, this is the first time in a while I've actually had to do something properly civilized like.
Could you lead us to?
Oh, of course. The mistress is expecting you. That's why she sent the scab out to bring you here.
Oh, can you tell us a little bit more about her before we meet her?
Oh, she's wonderful. An absolute mistress of the arcane arts. A true witch among witches. Come. I best get you to her. She might get a bit annoyed if I'm a bit late bringing you to her. So,
Good to know.
you follow Maurice as he scampers down across the hall to a small corridor. He reaches a door and then slowly opens it, revealing a study. At the table, you notice a blonde-haired woman. Clearly, something unusual about her. Just give me 1 second. Again, slick DMing.
To be fair, Maurice sounded more like he would be a Rob.
You be what?
His first name would rather be Rob than Maurice.
Oh, well,
Your impression was more on Rob Paulson's Pinky
yeah.
than Maurice Lamar's brain.
Oh, well, to be honest, Maurice just popped into my head for the name. But yeah, as you enter the study, you notice, aside from the woman at the desk, a desiccated corpse is sat on a chair nearby, arranged like a trophy. But the unusual thing you notice is the body has been entirely drained of blood. Maurice
That's not good.
giggles a little to himself. Mistress, I brought the adventurers. As you enter the room, you notice the woman behind the desk is examining the orb taken from Badreg's workshop. She's examining it carefully, but more like she's got something planned for it. She looks up, but she's wearing a veil, but you can clearly see she's a beautiful elf. But her skin is grimy. She's clearly been living in this squalor, but it's by design. Roll an Arcana check.
Guys, I don't trust this. Nobody lives like this and has clean fingernails.
Oh, she magic.
Ria, you are still perturbed by how this beautiful woman can look so dishevelled and horrible. But Jeremiah and Squish, you've realised something. All the bugs, the rats, the affecting the rat folk in this town, you are looking at a druid. You are not looking at any druid, though. She is a vermin lord.
Ah, shit.
You guys, does this kind of look seem familiar to you?
Yeah, I've seen one of these before.
Heard of him? Never seen one.
I know it's not a warlock.
Nope.
As you talk,
We more vermin.
as you're discussing this, Maurice will scuttle over to the elf's side and she will gently pet him. It's not such a... It's not genuine affection. You can tell that it's a twisted imitation of it. She believes to be genuine, but you know that this is not right. She looks up. Oh yes, Maurice said you were coming.
Funny, Maurice said you were expecting us.
Of course. My name is Gethsemane. How may I know your names?
I believe not.
Oh, come now. There's no need to be rude, Madam Paladin.
Let me call it a hunch, but I believe you're not the sort who should know somebody's name.
Oh, I forgot how uptight you Paladin types can be. Oh, very well. I brought you here because I had need of your services.
We seem to be hearing that a lot lately.
I wouldn't be surprised. This town is quite a melting pot for adventurers. A lot of coin to be made, apparently.
Well,
And what's
kind
your
of-
position in this, Lady Red?
Gethsemane, please. Basically,
Whatever.
I know the little dwarf man wants this orb for very special reasons. Of course,
And
gold has nothing of interest to me.
then why you need it?
Because I need you.
That does not make sense.
Wait, did you just steal it to get our attention?
Oh yes, I was rather naughty, wasn't I?
Then you certainly wouldn't mind handing it back to us.
Of course. The Orb of Awareness. Anyone with a bit of magical talent would give their left arm for one of these.
But not you.
Of course not. Why would I need to create items I can command when I have my faithful servants? Not Maurice here. At this point, she just gives him a... She starts stroking the top of his head.
About that, I believe what you are doing is... This is the second time I have to say that today. I believe what you are doing here is slavery, which is something I don't generally agree with.
Well, it doesn't matter really if you agree with it. All vermin, insects, rats, the like, are naturally compelled to obey people like me.
Doesn't seem very natural to me.
I am a druid, my dear. Nature is what we're known for.
You're not any regular old druid I met. You're like one of these vermin lords, what they're called.
Oh, there's my little secret not obvious enough. Now,
Not from the rat droppings, no.
now, let's get down to business, shall we? I believe you already had a run-in with the Blacktooth cult.
I would say they had a run-in with us.
Oh yes, my little friend Scav informed me of the man who shat his britches. That was most amusing.
I thought it was funny.
I like you, little green one.
Did you say I managed to get him wear tiny little trousers too?
Oh, that is amazing. I like you three. But yes, Black Dragon Cult. There's a headquarters in the catacombs beneath this city. They have an item in their possession that I wish to have. I want you to go down there and acquire it for me.
And why would
In
we do
return,
that?
Well, obviously her
in
rats are
return-
afraid to go down to the catacombs.
Well, first off, I'll give you back this little trinket for your dwarven friend. No strings attached.
Thank you. I believe.
Ah, very good.
If you give it to us now, we would be more likely to agree with you.
Oh, no. How do I know you won't be naughty boy and girls and just run off?
How would we know you're not a naughty girl and change the deal on us?
I give you my word.
And what is that worth?
It's worth not ending up like my friend in the chair there.
Yeah. What did he do?
Oh, he decided to try to evict me once. Of course, my very special little friends dealt with him. At this point, you notice on the desk in front of her, little flecks jumping around.
Oh God, no! I don't want to have to do a flea dip again.
Oh yes,
I
You
suddenly
notice-
feel rather itchy.
yes, you notice it. All around the room, there are these flecks jumping everywhere. They're not jumping on you, they're just jumping around. There are hundreds of thousands of fleas in this room.
I don't like this.
Sounds like we're being strong-armed away.
Say strong-armed, more strong-legged. But
Or
no.
rather, so if we don't agree to your deal, we're gonna be sucked dry.
Oh yes, I did it to a bear once and had a paladin watch. You should have seen the look on his face.
The bear or the paladin?
Both. But no. I will gladly give you the orb if you bring me the item the cult has.
What is this thing that you're looking for?
Well, it'll be on the altar in their temple, of course.
Need a little bit more. They might have more than one thing. Don't want to bring you the wrong thing.
You'll know it when you see it.
That's very vague.
Alright. She indicates about the size of a pumpkin. This big. And round.
You want a bigger orb?
Yes.
Why?
Well, this orb could be very useful to me in the future. I've been searching for it for quite a long time.
I mean, Squish shows that size isn't everything.
What? No, don't bring me to this.
I was praising you, little friend. And if that's,
It's never happened to me before.
But no,
That feels good.
put simply, this golden orb, I want it. And I want you to go to the temple and get it for me.
And I don't suppose there are good odds of us refusing and walking out of here.
Well, you've seen how many of my little friends are here.
I think if we refuse, this is offer that we can't refuse.
Precisely.
I don't like this one bit.
We walked into a trap in a way.
On the other hand, I'm very genuine in my decision to give you this orb. Maybe a little something extra as well.
If you're coming onto me, I'm going to have to politely decline.
Oh dear me, no.
Thank goodness.
I mean, I'm available, but you unfortunately not my type.
Neither are you, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Too clean.
I would say you have something my preferences lack, shall we say.
I don't want any details. Just tell us where you want us to go.
I think she's trying to say taco, not hot dog.
Precisely. Now, at the end of the swamp,
I don't get it.
Good.
you won't.
I'll explain it to
At
you
this
later,
point-
big guy.
At the northern end of the swamp, you'll find a grate. That grate will lead down into the catacombs. It should lead, like I said, you should be able to get inside there.
Oh,
Just go
great.
down there, get the orb, and bring it to me.
Why don't you send your rat friends?
Because
Catacombs.
they're not fighters like you.
Strength in numbers, right?
That's
Exactly.
maybe, but I really also don't want to advertise my presence to Lord Cirrus.
Who?
Oh,
Intriguing.
Oh, Lord Cirrus, he's the ruler of this little area of the world.
Does he have a brother who's called Stratocumulus?
Oh, no, he has no brothers.
So you're saying you're extorting us into going up against the ruler of these lands?
Oh, no. Lord Cirrus is nothing to do with the Blacktooth cult. In fact, he wants it destroyed as much as I do.
That's one way of good news,
Then,
I suppose.
and why don't you work together?
Because, well, I really don't want him to be aware of my presence in this city. At least not yet.
Oh, you think he sends pest control after you? Smart
Yes,
move.
and I'd really not like to cause a scene before I leave.
Okay, let's not prolong the inevitable any longer.
As well, it's 9:30.
Yep.
time flies.
Yeah.
Just one thing I want to clarify. You're not sending any of your little friends with us, are you? Like, generally indicating the hopping fleas.
Oh, no. I never send my darlings unless I need to.
Ah, good.
Good.
I've already had a bath this year. I don't want another.
I mean, of course, there might be little creepy quarrels down in the catacombs, nothing to worry about, but I might be able to track your progress through them.
That's terrifying.
I get that a lot. Now,
Help!
Might be.
We don't have a choice.
Neither do I, really.
Okay.
I suggest we take a little bit to rest before we go, though.
of course, at
Yes,
least
I
we'll-
mean, these things. I mean, just little scars.
Of course.
It'll take a little bit of time to heal.
Maurice, please show our guests outside. We don't want those wounds getting infected, do we? At this point, Maurice scuttles around the desk again and goes, "Okay, come on. The mistress has given you leave to leave. So, back to the front we go."
Okay. Nice antlers, I guess.
Thank you. They were a gift.
Oh, dear.
As you walk out of the study and back out to the front door, Maurice holds it open for you and goes, "Now just remember, the mistress will keep her word. Just go down there, get the thing, and everything's going to be brilliant."
Yeah, so easy, isn't it?
Oh, yes. And at that point, he slams the door.
Hey,
Sure.
watch out.
So,
Lovely individual.
can you two give me any reason not to set fire to this building right now?
The orb is still
More
inside.
please. Yeah,
I know it may be so resilient.
maybe it would I don't want to test the theory. If it cracks, we're out 50 gold.
Yeah, but
Plus,
I'm not sure.
plus if vermin lady here, if she gets out, we'll have all the pests of the town on us.
I recommend we move away from the mansion full of sharp-eared rats before we discuss what we're gonna do.
Okay, you
And
move,
the fleas.
And the fleas.
You-
Oh god, the fleas.
you move down the path back to the fence, and you're far enough away now to discuss what you're going to do.
Okay. First off, I think we should probably tell the guys in the market that there's a crazy druid lady brainwashing the rat folk.
Yes, that is definitely our first order of business.
Might be a good idea to talk to our jeweler friend. He probably has a bit of say there with the rats. With the rats. Oh gosh, I should say they're no ordinary rats after all. I mean, he's in a completely different land compared to whatever Maurice over there was.
Yes.
thinking.
You're not racist, we know.
Yeah.
At this
think-
point,
Do you think they know about the
know-
cult as well?
Possibly.
At this point, At this point, you notice a rat hop up on this fence post here.
Oh god! Yeah.
Squeakily, it points up towards this point here. And it's clear that he's... Yeah,
That's
it's-
great. We get it.
Yeah. And he's just stood there pointing like... This is a sassy rat. He's pointing and got one hand on his hip, essentially.
This guy reminds me of a story of a magic blade it's haunted by a rat.
That seems like a very silly story.
Sounds like a very merchandisable character, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, this rat is not letting up. He keeps pointing towards the grate.
We get it.
Is this just
We get it.
Is this a rat folk or is this just a plain rat?
Just a normal rat.
Hey, elephant, come here.
Okay,
It's
the rat
cold up my
hops
hand.
down. Okay, the rat hops onto your hand. He's just sort of looking at you.
Okay, I'm just gonna tuck the rat in my pocket. Yeah, okay, that's lunch.
That is not a bad idea, actually.
You just hear squeaky swear. The equivalent of swearing coming out of your pocket at this point.
I was wondering why was Squeaky all of a sudden here. Squeakshank is good. Swearing.
And that is how it became a ghost.
Well, to be fair, he is kind of adorable.
That's true. But yeah. What are you going to do now?
Well, first off, I'm gonna give some bread to my new pet. Fatten him up a bit.
Okay. The rat notices the bread and nibbles happily, but he's still pointing towards the grate.
Okay, we'll get there, Just pat him on the head.
Okay, he looks back in. Seems to be fairly happy.
I guess we have to be going to the grate.
That's going to be so great.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of beat after that last fight. Give it an hour or so. Have a short rest.
Yes, you can. Certainly. You prop yourselves up against the wall and just kind of take stock of what's just happened. The whole dwarf crashing through your table, the wizard, the suicidally brave acolytes, and of course, the elf.
Yeah.
How do I keep getting into these situations?
Oh no, sounds a lot like a hobby.
Okay, after about an hour of taking stock of what's going on, you decide to proceed north towards the grate, where the catacombs entrance is.
Doesn't look like a great grate. It's rather small.
Okay, give me a second. Okay, you reach the grate, and it doesn't appear to be anything out of the ordinary. It's just a standard hole near the base of the wall, leading down to what presumably is some kind of sewer or towards the catacombs.
Well, here we are.
I don't like this one bit. Got a bit of a problem with enclosed spaces.
Smells like home.
You notice there are a few crates and boxes piled around nearby.
Looks like someone's been moving. Either in or out.
Yes, and someone is moving right now. As you hear a voice,
Sounded very
you spin round and see. Sorry, you spin round as from behind the crates steps a small figure in a hooded cloak. Sorry.
And you are?
Same cloak as we've seen before.
No, this is a very not fancy cloak, well made. You can tell that the person wearing it is of substance.
Hi.
Well, hello. I'm quite curious as to what you three are doing near the entrance to the sewers.
Could ask you the same.
Well then, I suppose I should just have to show who I am. At this point, she throws off the hood, revealing a goblin woman in armour. At her hip is a very ornate, very brutal-looking warhammer. She folds her arms across her chest and is staring at the three of you. Now then, I suppose you would explain yourselves?
What is there to explain?
Lovely hammer you got there.
Thank you. Now, explanation, please.
For what? We're not doing anything.
We're trying to recover a stolen relic.
Oh, great, that.
So you cut out of there, Jurnis. Can you say that again?
I was saying, we're basically saying we're trying to recover a stolen relic.
Stolen goods. Funny you should say that. At this point, she waves her hand, and two of the city guards step out.
Oh no, what now?
Wow.
Look, we've noticed her came from the direction of the Marilyn family residence.
Yeah.
Well, nobody goes into that place anymore, so what exactly are you doing here?
Here's a long story, but we're trying to get something for someone that's been taken by this cult with the black hoods.
A cult? Well now,
At least that's what I believe they are. Didn't really get a lot of time to talk into them.
well this is
They're
interesting.
rather squishy.
Oh, you have no idea. But yes, we've been aware of this little black tooth cult for a while now. The headquarters is down in the catacombs. Question is, why are you going down there?
Well, like I
We're
said,
adventurous.
they stole something. We were hired to get it back.
Yeah.
Besides, we are adventurous. Sooner or later we stumble into situations where we have to get rid of some kind of great evil. That's how it always goes, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, I suppose so. At this point, she sighs and just looks at you and just goes, as a paladin myself, I know the problem.
See, already we've established that we're kindred spirits.
Very well, I suppose I should give the proper introduction. My name is Keeled Small. I'm his personal adventurers collective, Goblin, as we're known by the people of this town. Now, I suppose it wouldn't be remiss of me to tell you that dealing with this cult is really my responsibility.
I mean, it wouldn't help if we lend you a hand, would it? Wouldn't hurt.
I suppose, but unfortunately, the incident at Marilyn Mansion is somewhat somewhat important as well. But if you've been to that horrible place, I suppose you can go down into the sewers and deal with the cult.
Can't be more rat droppings down there.
If we
Quite
could,
possibly.
we would be a profession.
At this point, she takes out a small stone of a rune, carved into it, and hands it to Rhea.
What is this?
It's a tracking glyph. My cousin is a ranger. She made it specially that we'll be able to track you once you reach the location of their headquarters. Once you've done that, we'll be able to arrive with reinforcements if needed.
Oh, how very useful. Thank you very much.
Simply channel some of your power into it and it should activate.
So you're not coming with us?
As I said, Marilyn Mansion is rather an important thing at the moment. But
Would
yes,
you-
we'll wait here.
I would
Besides,
suggest not to go there.
very well.
It is a silly place.
Very well, but for now, you go and check out where their hideout is, and I'll organise reinforcements.
Can you excuse us for just one moment? I tug on the trousers of the other two to pull them over.
What is it, Squish?
Obviously, this person is working with the town guard. Should we tell them about the crazy druid lady?
If we should, I mean, your little friend in your pocket might actually be telling the crazy druid lady.
Like open up the pocket.
If we do.
Hey, little friend. Can the druid lady watch things through your eyes?
He sort of makes a little gesture with his hand.
I can't believe this is happening.
Is she evil?
He sort of does he kind of gives a thumbs up, but then a kind of gesture again.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna tell the town guard about the crazy druid lady. The rat thinks she's evil.
At this point, the rat just kind of waves his hands. He's kind of like, he can't speak, but he's trying to gesture that if you get her what she wants, nothing will happen. You know, she's not going to rock the boat. She just wants what she wants, and then she's gone.
Are you sure, little friend?
He nods.
Okay, the rat says she's cool.
Oh, of course, if the rat says so.
Hey,
Not like he has a bias or anything.
are you lying to me, friend?
The rat shakes his head and then gives Jeremiah a dirty look.
I'm just saying it how it is, little buddy.
He just kind of points to his head as if to indicate she's not got any control of me. I'm working for her, but it's kind of like, you know, I have to.
Mutual agreement.
Essentially, yeah.
Say he's go.
I'm
He just
taking
kind of
a
folds.
picture.
He kind of does like that early '90s rapper folding arms thing and nodding.
Say.
Well,
I take it back, Jeremiah. I think you are kind of racist.
Alright, fine. We'll play along for a little bit.
alright.
Let's just deal with the
Alright.
cult. I'm still kind of pissed off that they poked me with the sword.
Well,
Okay.
I cut him down.
We'll have to deal
A
with
little bit.
all of them sooner or later. Might as well do it in order.
Well, not the two. I presume they already left the club.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be back.
Unless
Especially
we find
Mike.
someone down here who wears tiny, tiny breeches.
Yeah, that was
Seems
Rick.
like a bad place for hard times.
Just hope you wash them before you get it back.
At this point, Small is just looking at this bizarre thing going on, and she's just gently massaging the bridge of her nose, like, these are the best heroes we've got.
Which, could she hear
Not the
all of
best
us, or did
news.
we move far enough away?
Oh no, she can't hear it, but she can just tell from the way you're talking about what the rat's doing that. So, what do you do now?
Oh, yeah. I guess we're going down.
Well,
Okay. So, as you make your way back towards the hole where Small is, she just points towards the grate, says, "Look, you'll have to go a little bit down through the sewers to find. There should be a little grate. It should be loose. So, if you find that, you should be able to just pull it."
well, if it's not loose, when I pull on it, it will be loose.
Yes, I can believe that.
Well, big guy, after you.
That's gonna
Careful
be fun.
about your heads.
Oh yes,
And with that, Jeremiah steps in.
Sorry, I've got the wrong music. Hang on.
Something feels real sinister all of a sudden.
You make your way through the sewer. It's not pleasant. Let's put that mildly. It is not pleasant down there, but after a little while, you come across a small light in the distance and incredibly faint sounds of ominous chanting. As you make your way there, you find yourself at the grate that Small mentioned.
Oh, great.
You
No, it's
You-
rather small.
You look around the edge of the grate and notice the masonry is slightly chipped, it's loose. You could probably pull this, but it'd take a bit of effort, and you don't want to alert anyone inside what you're doing. So, can you roll? Anyone trying to pull the grate, roll a stealth check.
Probably going to be helping.
Okay. Jeremiah, you pull, and slowly the grate moves. You're being you're moving it gingerly. You're slowly pulling it out, and Squish, you run in between his legs and just lift at the bottom. And between you shuffle sideways, placing it at the side of the hole.
Cousin
As you
Derek
do-
always said I should be a thief. He'd be happy about this.
Nobody could ever see you coming.
I'm big and strong. Of course people see me coming.
Oh dear God.
As you step through the grate, you can hear the chanting getting louder. Because you were so silent, nobody in the cult is aware that you found their base. And you find yourself in a small little corridor. It's clear that this is the actual escape entrance, or exit, rather. You can still hear the chanting loudly, just coming off the room in this direction.
Can we perceive what they are actually saying?
Roll a perception.
That's what I figured.
Perception. Give me 1 second.
Ooh.
Perception is one of the things I'm good at. I have good eyes.
Squish here's all. Ah!
Okay, 1 second.
I also have good ears. And a good nose.
Okay. As you listen carefully,
Not
you can
now.
hear. You hear a number of voices going. Bamal etila dairam. Bamal etila dairam.
I think one of them has diarrhea.
I think they're using the diaphragm.
Oh, that makes more sense, yeah.
They're making a diorama?
Oh, those are tricky.
Bamal etila dairam.
Seriously, does
Bamal
anyone,
etila dairam.
do any of us have any idea what that means?
It sounds strange. It's not a language you're familiar with, but it sounds very similar to Infernal.
Uh-oh.
Oh, orcs sound really hard. Orcs sound really infernal, but they speak a different language.
Can
Put in.
Would I be able to infer anything from a religion check about what this cult would be about?
Yes, you'd be able to.
Ah!
Okay, religion-wise, you can tell this is just gibberish. This is clearly gibberish. It just sounds impressive.
Kalima.
They're talking rubbish. I've never heard anything like this.
Do you mean they're faking it?
Well, they've at least been told it means something. So, the cult leader is obviously talking bullshit.
Go figure.
Yeah, who would have thought it?
Yeah, that sounds about right. I have experience with religious orders and their predictions in particular.
Anyone wanting to surprise them and say, "Oh, look at me, I'm your god. Bow down to me."
I mean, I could
I
try.
don't think they'll believe that with me.
We
I
could
could
put
try.
you on my shoulders. Then you're 7 feet. You look 7 feet tall. Also, I don't know how tall you are, little friend.
I'm 3.5 feet.
That would put you roughly about 10 feet. I mean, I'm rather tall as well.
You two are aware that I can fly, right?
You can what?
Bamal etila dairam.
Of course, that would
Bamal
only be
etila
impressive if I
dairam.
could steal an Aarakocra.
I thought you were just wearing a fursuit.
Look, I don't know what your kukris can do.
Just
So, I'm gonna go over there and see what I can see. Hold tight. So, I want
Yes,
to
please.
try and sneak over to the entrance.
Okay, 1 second.
ooh, good rolls today.
Ooh, that's a good stealth
Except
check.
in combat.
Yeah, you look in and you can see 4 cultists, similar robes to the ones you encountered in Badraig's workshop, stood in a semicircle, chanting.
I just hope none of them have actually tiny breeches on.
Is that Rick and Mike?
Because
No, they're just the same colour.
Okay. And can I see
But
the...
you also, at this point, yeah, I was going to get to that.
Sorry.
You look here, and you can see a man wearing very ornate-looking robes and a metal mask, stood, officiating, facing away from the cult. On the altar is, you can't quite see it, but there's definitely something there which he seems to be worshipping or leading the worship of this item.
Guys, they're worshipping a bird nest.
Did you say a bird nest?
What?
No, never mind. I think it's just the thing it's in. Never mind. There's like 5 of them in there. That guy's obviously the leader.
So, what are you two looking to do?
Hard to say.
Squish just kind of looks over and starts pommeling a palm of her fist into her palm. Right, sneak in.
Yeah,
and...
that's what I'm thinking too.
I mean, I can choose to chop him down, or I could make things even harder. I mean, you see this column over here. Can try
Okay.
chopping it down, causing a bit of a cave-in.
Okay. I'm gonna nix that. We're on in a closed room, no windows, and questionable structural integrity.
Yes, please do not collapse the room.
We're not
here.
doing the fluffer nutter thing.
Well, just look at these pillars here.
There's still pillars on the outside.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert on architecture, but I'm fairly certain if I took one of those out, it would only cause about a 30 feet radius to crumble.
Yeah, let's not do that.
But the problem is, it would at best get only 2 of them, and the other ones would fully be loaded.
Yes, I want to point out, I seriously doubt you'll bring that down with one spring. They'll notice.
At this point, the
seen
cult
these folks.
starts. The leader of the cult proclaims, "Say so, Agnir, Agnir," and the cult follows. Say so, Agnir, Agnir. Say so, Agnir, Agnir.
Okay, you know what?
They have acne now.
Let's just go with the violent option. I'm gonna try and get to the other side of the room and basically stop them running out that way, and then we'll corner them. Sound good?
You are good.
Roll a stealth check if you're going to do that.
Basically, you just want to stop them from scarpering.
Okay, that's 11.
Shit.
They hear something scuttering about, but they do not. They're still chanting to themselves. But the chant has changed now. The leader proclaims, "Mirav son nisloas nikavod nikavod."
You want knickerbockers?
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
There she goes. Going to
Right,
block the door
Squish.
with her
When you
huge
reach
body.
this point, right, Squish, you're stood here. And you realise you're stood next to a door.
Mhm.
The door's not locked.
Oh, so this isn't an open corridor? Is a door there?
Sorry about that. I had my microphone played up a second then. Yeah, you're stood by the door. It's just a fairly ornate-looking door, but it's not locked, but you can tell it won't lead anywhere important.
Okay.
Well, one can say that the surface is not important sometimes.
Hang on, let me have a
What
quick
is
look at
really
my
important in the-
inventory.
Grand scheme of things.
Okay,
Not really
so I have
matters.
a hammer. Can I wedge it under the door so that the door is jammed closed?
Yes, you can.
I would like to do that.
You can do so.
Then I have basically jammed this door closed with a hammer in the lower corner. And I'm going to scurry back to here.
Okay, so what do you do now?
Thumb up
cultists are still
enthusiastically to the others.
Looks like
Hey.
it's time for us to move.
Yes, I would do so.
How tall is the room?
I would say it's about 15 feet high. Not very tall. You're clearly below the ground at this point.
Flying to the ceiling wouldn't do much good then.
No, not really.
Okay. Still,
Oh,
Ria's going to do something stupid and paladinish, and she's just going to march out in the middle and go, "Gentlemen, may I join your little gathering?"
At this point, the 4 cultists turn around and stare at you. They're just like, "What the hell are you in here?"
I believe that you may have something that is not yours, and I believe that you may be up to no good, so this is your chance to surrender.
The cult leader at this point he's not even bothering to look. He's just like, "Oh, for the love of... just kill her."
That's gonna take a little bit more than just killing her.
Why did you... okay.
There's more than one of them. Oh, just get on with it, will you? I'm trying to keep... he's clearly annoyed by their... He's thinking, I should have got better followers. And he goes straight back to going, "Mirav son, Nislas, Nikavod. He's getting more... His chanting's getting more intense. So... Just need 1 moment to bring the turn order up. Just quickly roll the initiative. 10. Again, not the slickest DMing you will ever see.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I will never act.
Kalima Tugafo.
to be fair, it'll never be as bad as that time you rolled a -2 initiative.
Yeah, that was special, yeah.
That's Vornek, yeah.
Yeah.
That was Vornek.
Turtle's gonna turtle.
10. Okay. The 4 cultists... Hang on a second. Look among themselves and draw their blades. And I shall just put on some music. Now, we start with Little Boy Blue again. He's going to take a look around, and he's not sure what to do yet. He nervously looks at his scimitar, and then at the paladin. Cautiously, he slowly approaches and tries to slash at you with his scimitar.
Okay.
That's a 4. That's a natural 1. That does not hit. As he approaches, he tries to swipe, but he puts so much gumption into it, he spins around and falls onto the floor. He's prone now at your feet. And he's looking up at you, just completely red-faced.
We're off to a great start.
I knew I should have joined the tennis club. I guess I could have not. Was he there? Sorry, I looked at... Sorry, there we
That
go.
does not give me an attack of opportunity, does it?
No, I'd say no.
Not left us the area of influence.
Okay, next up, Squish. What are you going to do?
I take it none of them have seen me, right?
No, they've not.
Okay, well, in that case, I am going to go for Little Boy Blue with a stealth attack with my sling. Whoop-ha, which I should technically be able to do this with advantage.
Yeah, you get advantage of that. That hits regard. Oh, bloody hell. That is
7 bludgeoning damage.
1.
7. Okay, ignore the 5.
Yeah, ignore the 5. I'm not sure
Ignore
how
the
to
5.
roll with advantage through the roll 20 thing.
Yeah, fair enough. So, Little Boy Blue, he's still lying on the floor, and suddenly a stone smacks straight across his face. It cuts his lip slightly, and he's just like, I should have joined the tennis club. Do you want to do anything else?
Do they now know where I am?
No, they do not. You're still hidden behind the pillar.
And I am staying where I am.
Okay, move you down to an order. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, next up, Red. He's just seen this stone skitter out of nowhere, and he's just sees this barbarian and paladin in front of him, and he's deciding who to go for. And decides to go for the paladin. He scoots up to and slashes with his scimitar.
From over there.
No, he's moved.
A 6
From over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah.
Red's here.
Yeah.
Okay, 6. Does that hit?
Absolutely not.
Okay. His scimitar just goes wide. He's just embarrassed by what Blue's doing at this point. Okay.
Well, Blue's clues.
Blue's clueless, more like. Next up is
quality of-
Orange.
The quality
Orange. Sorry. Sorry, Creatures, go ahead.
The quality of opposition in here is starting to feel insulting.
Okay, Orange.
The more the merrier.
He's decided he's fed up of his paladin and he's just going to run up and try and attack Rhea. So he raises his scimitar. 22.
That hits. She let her guard down because she got too cocky.
Yeah. Because you're too busy staring in amazement at how incompetent Blue was,
Ignore that.
Orange just drags his scimitar across your lower arm, draws a little bit of blood, and he does 5 slashing damage to you.
Do you know how difficult it is to get out of the feathers?
Well, okay, you come down here to kill us.
Didn't say that.
Green is up now, and he recognizes an opportunity and dashes behind Rhea. He's going to try and he's determined to take this paladin's head. So he readies his scimitar and swings. That's a 5.
And misses.
Now a 14.
Oh,
You
yeah,
get the-
advantage, sorry. Yeah,
Ah.
14. Does that hit?
I know. I'm way too
beats
good
it,
for the
beats it,
DM,
yeah.
but still.
It's a hit. It's a
Okay,
hit.
it's a hit. He does 3 slashing. He doesn't actually cut enough to do serious damage, but you
Ow.
do feel a slight heat stinging on the back of your neck as it starts to slowly bleed.
I should
Oh
not
yes, I
open
got
the
her. With that is Green's turn over. Next up, Rhea, your turn. You're in a murder sandwich. What are you going to do?
Rhea deftly steps to the side,
Mm-hmm.
and since she's there, she's going to use her rapier on Mr. Green with a
Okay.
troll in the flourish.
But before that, Orange gets attack of opportunity.
Oh, god damn it.
But he misses again. You moved out of the way far too quickly. He doesn't do as badly as Blue, but he still looks a bit embarrassed.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, your rapier misses Green because you've obviously just had Orange take a swing at you. You've realised this, and you kind of stumble a little. You miss, but you're okay. Next
Very
up,
kind of you, thank you.
Jeremiah. It is your turn. What are you going to do?
First of all, I'm moving here, making a little murder sandwich, giving
Okay.
Blue an attack of opportunity, or maybe
He's
Red.
still on the floor. He's still on the floor. Red does, though, however. Sorry, 1 second. So that's 15. Does that hit?
Yep.
As you move, Red swings, but it just catches your back. Doesn't go deep enough to do serious injury, but you still feel the stinging and bleeding as he does 6 slashing damage.
Well,
Anything else you want to do?
I will kill you last. Green gets
Yep.
the great axe to the head.
Excellent. Let's see how
That
much you do.
he does not.
And then,
Oh, no, he gets 19. Because
okay,
advantage.
19. Yeah, you got advantage. Sorry, oh, damn, I did that for you, didn't I? Sorry.
Yep, it's just 7, not 14. I'm not that brutally
No,
bad. Well,
no, I was gonna say, I'll give you the. Or we'll do the 7 then. Okay.
yeah.
The great axe thuds into his shoulder. He lets out a curse word, and as you pull it out, he just goes, "Oh God!"
No tennis club for you.
That was that prat down there. In a second.
Still, you don't have a chance at it either.
At this point, little boy Blue he gets to his feet and he's still slightly shell shocked by what's happening, so he's not much he can do really.
Come over.
I don't want to. And that's his turn. Next up, Squish.
I am going to attempt to hit the the green guy
Okay.
again with.
You
The
still have
sling.
advantage. So
There we go. 23.
7 misses.
No 23. You
Sorry.
said advantage.
Yeah, sorry about that. 23. You fling a stone at this guy and it hits his wrist. But it's a heavy stone, so while it doesn't do any damage to his bones, it still hurts like hell. He's like, "Oh, God, who is throwing those fucking stones?"
Probably whoever you're praying to.
That's right, I'm God.
Shush.
Anything else you want to do?
No, I'm still hiding. I'm still keeping still here, hoping they won't see me.
Okay. 1 second. I need to readjust the turn order a bit here.
I'm just gonna scurry ever so slightly over here.
Okay.
I have
Let's
a quick
turn now.
question before you go any further. See when
Yep.
you say you're messing with the turn order, are you literally just grabbing us and dragging us to the bottom?
Yes, I am.
There is a little button on the top of the turn order that looks like an arrow pointing to the right. If you actually click that, it just rotates down the order. You don't have to click
Oh.
and drag.
Oh. Right. I know that now. I know what I am doing.
But
That'll
first
make things a
red.
little easier for you, darling.
First, red gets a move.
Yeah, Red moves in behind Rhea, and he's going to take a swipe. He's drawn blood, so he wants more. That's a 10. Does that? Oh, murder sandwich, 21.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Okay. He slices again, and he causes 2 slashing damage.
I'm starting to take this personally.
Okay, next up is Orange. He is going to move behind the Barbarian, knowing he's onto a good thing here, and he's going to take a swipe.
11
That's
does
11,
not
yeah.
hit.
He misses, and he's just like, the other two just hear him curse, look, and they just shake their heads like, "What are you doing, Tony?" Okay, next turn is Green. He's not sure what to do at this point. Does he attack or does he not?
Do I stay or do I go?
Yeah. So
Sure,
He's
stay,
deciding-
Go now.
he knows the other two have got an advantage while he's there, so he's going to turn to Rhea, and he is going to take a swipe.
Hmm.
That's 15. Does that hit?
Unfortunately, yes.
6 slashing damage, please.
Oh, jeez.
Next up, Rhea, it's your turn. You're not in good shape right now.
No.
So what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm tempted to use Cure Wounds on myself, but then I can't really do anything else. I'll have to do it anyway.
Okay. So, go for it.
I'm trying. Didn't work. What the hell?
Yeah, I think Roll 20's having a bit of a dodgy moment. Hang on. Yeah, Cure Wounds. So, 7 HP, please.
Yes. At least that.
Next up, Jeremiah.
the small hand axe has come out,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go into a little bit of a murder sandwich with green.
Okay. Roll it.
/1. Since I have
That's
advantage,
23.
23.
That hits.
That's
And that's 8
8.
slashing damage. And green is out of here.
I was ready to hit him with the second. The
He only had
bonus
about.
action.
He had
still hit
2
him.
hit points left.
Can still hit
But-
him, it just won't do much.
But bear in mind, you've got someone behind you as well.
And with a wonderful little swing and a turn, I hit orange.
Okay. That's 23. That hits.
No, that's just 17.
Oh, fair enough. That's
No,
17.
not
That
in a
hits.
murder sandwich with him. And he
Okay,
takes 7.
That's 7 damage. Your axe slams into his arm. Unfortunately for you, it's his left arm, not his right, so he can still fight. But he is in pain. He is bleeding. Okay, 1 second.
I have some great deals for one-armed bandits.
That's more painful than the axe wound. Next up, Little Boy
That's
Blue.
what they said in barbarian school.
Little Boy Blue is not very happy. He's hurt. He's had rocks thrown at him from somewhere. He runs forward and he steps on top of his dead friend and takes a swipe at Jeremiah, just for that joke. So 4.
No,
As
he would have
steps
6.
forward-
He would have 6 because he's now in a murder
6.
sandwich with orange.
I was going to
6. So he doesn't slip. He's just an embarrassment to himself.
Yeah, he just kind of stumbles over a dead body as he tries to slash, but he misses and he's just stood there going, I don't know what to do. Let's see if we can move him.
You could just remove the green token,
Oh, yeah, remove green.
as
Sorry.
we don't need him anymore.
Fair enough. Okay, so
Just
he
put,
just stood.
just put green in the black void,
I've got rid of him now, so.
or something like that, yeah.
Okay,
Fit it
next
all.
up. Next up, Squish. What are you going to do?
What is this guy doing? The cult leader.
He's still chanting, but right now your friends are not in a good position.
Kalima.
Just wondering if that's something we should be worried about.
I'll just say don't worry about it for now.
Okay.
Never
In
trust the DM.
that case. Hi!
Ah! What the bloody hell is one of the... It's a gob squad! Unarmed strike. That hits. You punch him straight in the back of a knee and he goes... He doesn't go down, but he's hurting.
Okay, I am going to use Flurry of Blows using one of my key
Yep.
points, which means I get to
Okay.
hit him twice more.
Okay. Go for it.
So 14 and 24.
Oh, you hit him in the knee, and you then he's fought on his knees, and you bring your fist slamming into the base of his neck. You hear a sickening crunch as his head flops back. He is gone.
Oh,
Well done,
oh
little
shit.
friend.
I didn't mean to hit him that hard.
Little Boy Blue and Red are looking worried as hell right now.
Hey,
Next up,
you, tennis guy. I was the one with the stones.
next up, Red. He's noticed what's going on, and he knows that the paladin's hurting, so he's gonna take another swing. That's a 7. Does that hit?
That does not hit.
That's a 20.
Oh, 20. Sorry, yeah. Does that hit?
It unfortunately does.
That's 3 slashing damage.
There's me to 10.
Okay. Next up, Boy Blue. Oh wait, no, sorry, he should be out of turn order. That's orange. Sorry.
You click on finish for red to remove.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Nah, not a problem.
It's alright,
Yeah.
Ian.
It's
Okay,
the
next up.
early stages.
Yeah, Rhea, you're up now. you've got a very badly injured little boy blue in front of you and a very annoying red guy behind you. What are you going to do?
I feel like it would probably be best to try to end the murder sandwich here. So rapier it is once again on Mr. Blue.
Okay.
Oh, didn't take. Okay.
Oh, that definitely hits. You thrust forward. You've aimed straight for occipital mapillary. You aim straight for there, and you skewer him through the throat. He is gone. He's out of it.
We don't even know how much he hurts. At least not on my end.
I mean, I can roll damage. We could know it, but okay.
Let's just say he had 2 hit points left. He was dead, regardless of what you rolled.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Red Man is the only one left, and he is looking a little bit nervous now.
Hi.
Hello?
Wanna give up?
That Ria's turn over?
Yeah, no, Ria's not. Ria's turn's over, sorry.
Yeah.
Right, Jeremiah, what are you going to do? One guy left.
You hurt my friends. You know what happens when people hurt my friends? I hurt them.
I was hoping it was just going to be a severe tongue lashing and being thrown out the door.
You surrender?
He looks up towards the cult leader and he's just like... You know he wants to run away, but he can't. He's stuck here.
You know what? I'm just giving you one little whack. Because I have advantage 25.
Yeah, just go for it. That's 5. You slam your axe into his...
Not an axe, it's the fist.
You punch him and he goes into a heap on the floor. He's taken 5 points of bludgeoning damage. He is holding his nose, sobbing a little.
You stay there.
I can't. I have to do this. Squish, your turn.
Okay, hang on. 5, 6. What do you mean you have to do this? Huh?
Well, he'll do things. And he points towards the cult leader. And I'm more afraid of what he'll do than what you'll do.
Really? Really?
Less afraid of being dead, eh? We can work on that.
How about you lie down, pretend to be unconscious, and then we'll deal with him.
He thinks for a second. Roll persuasion.
Persuasion. 19.
That is a natural nat 20. He just very meekly, like in Gold, like you remember that submarine scene in Goldmember? He basically does that. It's just like, go on, son, down on the floor. He just curls up a little, pretends to be knocked out. He's done. He's given up.
Good boy.
Now, what are you going to do next?
Just gonna pat him reassuredly on the head. Here's a good boy.
Mm.
Okay.
Gonna quickly cast Cure Wounds on myself one more time.
You doing good there, yeah?
That's better.
Okay, just give me 1 second. Now, the cult leader, he is not happy. He is finally turned around now, and he is just looking at the 3 of you, and the corpse is on the floor, and he is just, stupid, incompetent fools.
If you want to die, you have to do it yourself.
Yes, I suppose I shall have to. And he takes a step away from the altar.
I think you didn't understand what I was saying.
He didn't.
Wait, have you got +7 to your initiative? Jesus!
Yep.
How fast are you?
She's a
Bird.
goshawk.
She's a plane.
She's a goshawk. She's fast.
I can confirm this.
You should rearrange us, sort us by initiative.
By descending order.
I
A novel.
one second.
Do you
but
see if you go to the settings, there's a big red button saying sort by descending.
Oh yes. So,
So it just basically does
there
it
we
all
go.
together.
Sorry about that.
That's great.
Makes it a little easier for you.
You're learning.
Okay. Okay. He's just gonna look at you, just go. Do you have any idea how long it took me to get even a few idiots to this?
10 minutes in a tavern with a bag of gold.
Obviously, it took you far less time than it should have, considering the quality of people you got.
Fortunately, most of these people. Okay, fine. Most of these people were just drunken idiots thinking it was it's a laugh being part of a cult, blah, blah, blah. Some of them thought it was a freaking drinking club of some sort.
Yeah,
No matter.
we got that impression.
Yeah.
Well, no matter. I shall have to deal with you myself. He reaches to his side and draws a rather expensive-looking rapier. Enough talk. Have at you.
Okay.
Rhea.
I
Gonna
caught
try
that
something
reference.
interesting.
You didn't think I would, but I did.
Okay, assisted by her wings, Rhea is going to make a big leap forward.
Okay.
And as she... I may have to roll something else. As she does that, she is going to try to use her net and throw it over the guy.
Okay.
So the net is an attack.
That's 25. He's covered in the net. He's struggling. He's got what? Who fights with a net? Honestly, he's struggling to get out at this point.
Smart people do.
So what are you going to do now?
Well, that's got to be an unarmed strike to try to knock him to the... Actually, I don't think that's... I think that's my round, right? I had an attack.
Yes. I'll classify the net as an attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next up, Jeremiah. What are you going to do?
Move up there and hit him with the side of one of the hand axes. So I'm not trying to kill him, just knock him unconscious.
Okay. Robert.
That's
15.
23.
23. That hits. So roll damage. 5. Ooh.
And because I wield 2 hand axes right now,
Yep, you get 2 attacks.
24 and 7.
Yep, that
But
definitely
I'm trying to
hits.
not kill him, but knock him out. After all,
Okay.
the authorities might be very interested.
Oh, you've done serious damage to him.
Did I dent your ego?
Oh, I'm going to enjoy killing you. Okay, next up.
And here I'm nice and trying not to kill you. You can change that.
Next up, Squish.
Squish is going to run up. I'm gonna make you sound like my name.
Oh, that's a 6 and a 4.
It's an 8 though,
Yeah.
so I miss it
Oh, 8.
because I don't get
Right.
advantage.
Okay,
Yeah.
you think you can hit him, but your fist just sails straight above where he was.
In that case, I am going to use one of my key points for Flurry of Blows, which means 2 more attacks. So
Okay, go for it.
let me just turn off the advantage. There. There we are. And poke. 13.
Okay, that's excellent. That hits.
Okay.
Beats it.
That's a crit though.
Oh, sweet.
Is it too late to
Bit like
call
Christ.
non-lethal damage?
It is. He just...
Shit.
You hit... Your first blow does damage. You hear ribs crack. And then your second blow sends him careening onto the altar. He smacks his back on the altar, and you hear the crunch. He is He's dead. He's dust.
Oh God!
So much for enjoying killing me.
Okay, 1 second. I just need to.
This is why I can never go home. Ah!
Did you guys also expect him to be a little bit tougher than that?
I didn't suspect him to be this squishy, yeah.
Yeah, that comes as a surprise.
That's the other reason I'm called Squish.
The DM has messed up.
There's always the possibility to open the side door, breaking it, and having his big brother come in.
I suppose I could do that. 1 second. But yes, you notice he is very.
I suppose I'll take my net back then.
Yeah.
I just remembered. Weren't you given an orb to call for backup?
Oh yeah, that's not really necessary now, is it?
No. How about we stash the orb and then call them? And said they took too long, so we dealt with it.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to generate anything else to do anything else.
Suddenly the door crashes open and a black dragon forges through.
Oh, suddenly the ceiling crumbles and we all take 25 hit points of damage.
Hang on.
No dragons, please.
Unfortunately, it's too late. I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean,
Suddenly, Medusa.
I mean,
Does that added to...
the player has a lot of ideas.
Actually, this was the idea. Jurnis guessed what I was gonna do.
Was it a dragon?
I was
it is now.
Oh,
I
God
was
damn
even
it.
smarter.
Yeah,
I was going to go for it's a fake.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
And the real one's actually hidden somewhere else. We'll find a note.
No, we're gonna have to go ahead with this, I'm afraid, and I'm kind of gonna have to roll using dice, I'm afraid, for this one. I don't know how
That's
to
fine.
import it.
See, this is why your boss characters have flexible health if they get taken out too quickly.
I know, I should have upgraded him.
Yeah.
What do you think happened on your
We're
first
level
fight
3.
with Peachy? The first fight with Peachy in Curse of Strahd, you killed him far too quickly before he even got his fucking helmet off, so he suddenly got an extra 50 hit points, so he could last another round to reveal himself.
Okay, as you hear a strange crack coming from the altar.
Oh God.
Oh no. Investigation.
It
Looks like a dragon.
A dragon
to me.
egg.
Oh no.
Oh,
As
it's
it
a baby.
cracks, you notice a snout popping out from the egg. It is a black dragon. It's only young, but it is still dangerous, and it is looking at you. It is not happy.
Grab the orb.
I think
that
the
was
egg
the
was
orb.
the
That
orb.
was the orb. It was an egg.
Yeah, I can't seem to find the character sheet for it.
That's gonna be very, very fun.
Hello, little guy. But could you get back in there? Right. Let's just go back into the yak.
See, if you go to the compendium and just type in black, it'll give you an option to open
Yeah.
the character sheet for their young black dragon.
Okay,
I mean, we are the first it sees, so it would imprint on us.
I don't think that's how dragons work.
Is that how?
okay, that should work.
Who's
So you-
that?
and I will-
Who's the handsome avatar over there?
I don't know.
It's George.
Of the jungle? That's just a myth.
Hold on.
No. And as long as you don't bring Ez into this, because
Everybody knows George of the Jungle isn't real. Nobody has apps like that.
yeah. Tarzan, on the other hand,
Oh, he is real, yeah.
yeah,
You just look up and you see
and Luke Skywalker.
dragon is
Probably
just
real.
looking between you, and it's not sure what to make of you.
Hi, little guy.
Oops.
All of a sudden, it snaps at you. It is not happy, and I want you all to roll initiative.
Good.
I promise I don't taste like chicken.
Could have fooled me.
Oh, you still have our old initiative there.
You need to,
Sorry,
to
I'll
get the
clear it.
trapper.
Sorry.
Hi, alright.
Okay, if you can roll initiative, please.
And yes, I actually put the initiative roll outside. Now I can do it from clicking myself as a
Okay.
macro.
First up, I need to sort it again. Sorry. First up is the dragon. It is looking between the three of you. It is not happy. Doesn't have much comprehension of what's going on, but it is not happy. Just these strange things looking at it. It looks towards, and it attempts to snap at you.
Towards whom again? I didn't get
Jeremiah.
that.
Towards Jeremiah.
Alright.
Get you. It snaps like this.
Hits.
Okay, that hit. That's 16 piercing plus 8 acid damage.
Jesus
Ow.
Christ.
Ow, that's minus 24. I'm down to 2 hit points. Should have taken the dragon handling course.
Second, it raises its actually just because it is statted for much higher. So next up, Rhea, what are you going to do?
I'm definitely going to try the net again.
Okay, you throw the net on it. That's 18. That catches it, meets it, it beats it.
Excellent. Now he spawned a little bit.
Okay. The dragon thrashes around a little, trying to get loose, but it's not getting anywhere.
Quick, ropes!
Next up, Squish. What are you going to do?
Are we trying to tie this up?
We should.
I would recommend it.
Okay. I have like 50 feet of rope. What do I roll to try this?
I would say go for grapple.
A grapple check, so strength?
So strength, yeah.
Really?
Could it be dexterity?
Just try and jump on its back.
It's thrashing around. It manages to flick you off, but not very far.
Oh god!
Next up, Jeremiah. What are you going to do?
Grab the rope, Jerry!
Grabbing the rope that I have and grappling.
Again, it is thrashing around like crazy, and you cannot get hold of it.
Ow.
Guess it's my turn.
Okay. It's
No,
the dragon
first
now.
it's...
The dragon is going to try and wriggle its way out of the net. That's a 7. It does not. It is squirming and thrashing, but it's getting nowhere.
I guess it's Rhea's turn trying to bind the dragon.
Next up, Rhea. What are you going to do?
Same thing.
15. You managed to get the rope around the dragon. You are coiling it around it as it squeals and thrashes around. But you managed to tie it. You've managed to get it down there. Okay. Next, Squish. This dragon's bound, but its mouth is still a danger.
Can I try and calm it down with animal handling?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
This is gonna end very badly. It's alright, little guy. It's okay. Shh. It's okay.
15. And I'll just check on it.
Just gonna try and do that that thing in Godzilla where he goes over and like pats his lip.
Well, it's only a little dragon, so the dragon, but it succeeds. The dragon just looks up at you and makes a strange noise.
No.
And with that,
Looks like you're its mother now.
with that, it is calmed. It is no longer a threat.
That's a great day. I have 2 new pets now.
Gonna give some healing to Jeremiah first.
Certainly.
That's 6 minutes something.
Yeah, that's 6 points. So 6 points to Jeremiah, please.
Brings me up back to 8. Feels better, but still hurts like hell.
So, now,
At this
That's-
point, you hear a banging at the door. Somebody's gonna get in.
The door.
it's B-52s.
The door.
I may have jammed that closed. Well, he is probably go unlock that while I keep the little one content.
That may have been not a bad idea, actually.
I didn't want to be surprised. Hey, little guy.
Squish. Stay with... Yeah.
I'm gonna call you Midnight.
Hey, you! You better move.
Yeah, sure. He just kind of scootles behind.
Make certain that you leave the club.
I think the club is gone now that you killed him.
Still, better to leave, just in case someone else decides that they want to be head of the club.
Sure.
It's not good
Okay, he
having the
scuttles.
stench there.
Well, he scuttles out towards the grate, and he's gone.
Okay, let me just grab this little bit of a hammer here.
It is a tiny hammer.
It looks just tiny for me. For Squish, it's regular.
Someone is still hammering on this door at this point, like they're trying to break it down.
1, 2, 3. As he's knocking, we pull the door open.
You open the door and you see Small stood there, warhammer ready, shield raised, with about 24 city guards behind her.
Surprise.
Hello.
Well. Looks like you three did better than I expected.
Well,
We were doing okay.
Where is he then? Come on, let's see him. She follows you into the room as you should be leading him. She wants to see the leader of the cult.
Who's a good little
there's
boy?
not much of him.
Who's a good little boy?
He had a little bit of an accident.
Okay, she
M-
walks
most-
over and ends up about here, and she just looks at the corpse and pulls the mask off. I knew it'd be you, Lord Harrimont. Always trying to usurp Lord Sirius's position. I didn't think you'd sink this low. Now, oh my god. She sees the dragon at this point.
Right?
We made a little friend.
He was trying to use that probably for some reason.
He had a black dragon under the... He had a black dragon.
To be fair, it's only like 4 minutes old, so
Still, I knew he was desperate to take over this area, but Black Dragon by Bahamut's graces. Oh,
it's just a little sweetheart. Aren't you? Yes, you are.
In fairness, we don't know what he wanted to do with the egg. Maybe it was supposed to be some kind of magical omelette.
I suspect he was talking backwards after all.
so he finally twigged that. Yeah, Small is just incredulous at this point. The guards have gathered round. They are just in awe of this little black dragon just tied up.
Just stay back. Just stay back. Its bite is pretty bad.
So, and anyone know how to feed one of these?
To be honest, it's a chromatic dragon. We shouldn't even be allowing it in the city.
Yeah, I guess we can just, take it away for you for a small fee, maybe.
That's an interesting thing.
Oh, we're going to have to move the dragon into custody for now, but we'll decide what to do with it later. She motions to the guards to go and
There's a
try and take
bit
the
of
dragon.
an issue here.
Oh,
No,
what is
it's
it?
my baby. No. You didn't do anything wrong.
She's very defensive of her findings.
Look, sister, this dragon's dangerous. We need to get it somewhere safe, at least for the time being.
It's just a little baby. You're not gonna hurt it, are you?
I won't hurt it.
Okay. Her name's Midnight, and she like scratches under the chin.
At this point, the 6 of the guards, just with nonplussed expressions, gently lift the dragon and carry it out. Well, I suppose it's... well, now that the cult's dealt with, you can go back to Marilyn Mansion, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing, because things have...
The rat very cautiously nudges Squish and nods, saying, go back to the mansion.
taken an interesting turn.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're going to go back to the place where there is nobody else but us.
Yes. See if we can fix up the place, maybe turn it into some kind of lodge for adventurers.
Great plan.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
So
that's
as
an
they walk
interesting
away,
idea, but...
has everyone walked away at this point?
Yep.
I'm just gonna gather up all the eggshells and tuck them into my coat.
Sure, why not?
Smart idea.
Okay. As you walk... as you make your way back towards the grate, you notice that the red guy is long gone now. He's cleared off. As the rest of the city guard are clearly upstairs, dealing with Lord Harrimont's people.
Smart
Yep.
choice.
And just safe to take you straight back to...
Darkness.
Darkness,
saw the
no
music.
parents.
Oh,
You reach Mal. You're pretty sure Gethsemane's not going to be very happy. You knock on the door, and Maurice opens it. Oh, hello! Have you got the precious?
We got something.
Well, come in with me. The mistress will be most pleased.
doubt it.
I doubt that.
As he shows you in, starting to lead you down, he just pauses and goes, what did you mean?
Well explained soon.
Yes.
You notice the look. He is examining you, trying to see if you have the dragon egg.
I'm continuing my streak, don't worry.
Cautiously, he starts... Actually, roll a deception check.
Alright. This.
That fails. He is glaring daggers at you. You didn't get the dragon egg! You stupid adventurers! Mistress will be furious.
Oh, that's not your problem now, is it?
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, we did get
I
the
bet
egg.
that's
It's just empty.
Oh, that's quite all right. You hear Gethsemane stood in the doorway from where the study is.
Oh, hello.
I didn't expect you wanting to come and see us, even though we don't bring you the omelette.
Oh, I wasn't. The dragon egg would have been interesting to possess, but I really wanted that fool Haramond dealt with.
Then why didn't you just tell us to do that?
Because, as I said, the dragon egg was certainly an interesting little prize. Now, as I said, here is the orb. She hands out the orb.
I'm just gonna take it.
Thanks. Can we tell if it's genuine?
It's genuine.
Okay.
Do an Arcana check to see if it has been tampered with.
It has not been tampered with.
Oh, that was surprisingly amicable.
Of course, a lady always keeps her bargains.
Yes,
I
And
know a lady or two disagree with that, but then again, I shouldn't talk bad about my mother.
she just gives that typical noblewoman's chuckle. Very well, but as I said, with Haramond gone, I can concentrate on other things. I will probably be leaving this town by tomorrow. But for now, I think I'll just enjoy my last night in this house.
It might be a good idea to move. I mean, it's not like the town guards are not eyeing your presence, even though they don't know you're here yet.
Oh yes, I figured that little sweet little goblin. She's quite something, isn't she?
I'm not going to comment. Too much of a
Okay.
gentleman.
Oh, very well. You best take that little orb back to the dwarf.
What's that inside about?
I'm trying to see the intent behind the goblin is interesting.
It's more like a supervillain sort of implied activity. Oh, very well.
Well.
Maurice, please show our dear helpful friends out. Oh, of course, mistress. Maurice slowly escorts you back to the door and lets you leave.
Really shouldn't yell at the guests of your mistress. It's very rude. Reflects badly on her.
I'll keep that in mind.
You wouldn't want her to be upset with you, would you?
Oh, no, that's true.
Don't be a dick.
I won't. He closes the door softly, and you are outside.
I still don't like the idea of letting her go.
Yeah, we should, totally go tell the guard about her.
Yes, I believe that would probably be for the best.
We might let someone know who might let her know.
That could work.
That way, we're not the obvious snitches. After all, snitches get stitches.
Well, let's go tell the jeweler then.
Yeah, it might be a nice talk to him.
Okay.
To
Should
talk
warn
to
him anyway.
Let him know why he's been having the bad feeling about the place.
Okay. You make your way back to the Goblin Market. Back to the entrance from where you left, very close to Bogan's stall. As you approach his stall, the Rat Man looks pleasantly surprised that you've returned so quickly. Oh, my friends, what are you doing here? Oh,
That's
sorry,
the
wrong one.
end you put up.
Yeah. I know what I'm doing.
You want us to order a drink on him?
No, it's not even that. Okay, he's... Right. My friends, you're back early. What happened?
Well, you know that bad feeling you have around that mansion?
Hmm?
Well, we can confirm that you should probably stay away from it, and
Oh God, I'm not going anywhere near that place.
you may want to warn everybody else away because are we going? Yeah, going to be straightforward with
There's a
this.
crazy druid lady in there mind-controlling rat folk.
That's the long and short of it. Yes, red folk and also regular rats and.
Oh dear.
Fleas. Careful with the fleas.
Yeah,
They suck
lots
you
of
dry.
fleas.
Oh dear. I bet. Oh, who shall I tell? Oh, my whiskers.
We'd really appreciate if you'd pass this along to the
Even
correct
to the city
authorities.
guard, maybe even to.
I'm not
to-
sure. I'll let the boss know. He'll know what to do.
It might be. It's no good business having someone like that around.
Agreed. But
They make people very, very anxious.
That reminds me, you don't happen to know a rat folk called Maurice, do you?
No, I don't. Don't recall anyone named Maurice being in the nest. So.
He's a rat folk, and it looks like he's mind controlled by the crazy lady. He's in the mansion too.
No, I don't think he's one of us.
None of your litters.
No, he's
guess
not.
she brought him in.
Not of ours. I'll pass on this information to the boss, and he'll decide what to do.
Just a heads up, though. This information didn't come from us, okay? She knows us.
Oh, no. Oh, don't worry. I won't breathe a word. I won't tell. But I was gonna say that 10% discount, 20%.
Don't go too far, otherwise you are basically with your material.
With all you've done for me and my people here, it's the least I can do.
Well, when we get paid from this job, trust me, I'll be back.
Oh, I look forward to seeing you again, miss.
Okay.
You sure you're not a fan of shiny little things, my dear?
Of course, we're shiny things, but this time I pay for them.
Very
noble
well.
of you. I'm proud of you, my friend.
I like the
Should probably
shinies.
pick up some spices, eh? Seen that they have some rather interesting spices from Far East.
As you look through the spices, you notice some rather interesting ones labelled from Australia. A particularly interesting one called Werewombat's Ginger.
What's a werewombat?
That's a wombat who's a
That's
werewolf.
where the wombats are.
Next, you're telling me there are things that call themselves attack koalas that are tree bears that are jumping down from trees and attacking passers-by.
Behind the stall holder happens to be Yuan T. He looks at you with his serpentine eyes and he just goes, "You honestly don't know what werewombats are?"
No, I'm not from Australia at all.
Go, Bennett. We're not. Well, we're vicious little buggers, certainly, but it's like, like werewolves, like having Galaba, and those were-sharks you get further down south towards the islands.
Yeah. So do these werewombats also fall saloon or?
So, have you been talking to like those geezers from the Ambral Crescent?
Maybe.
Right, because
I have a distant cousin who's a paladin following that werewolf lady.
oh my god, you're not actually from Galabra, are you?
Mate, no.
Right, well, in that case, you must come from really far to the north. But no, it's basically like a werewolf, but it's a wombat. Vicious little buggers.
All right.
I hear a werewombat is the only thing that can do more damage with their butt than a turtle.
Precisely.
How would a turtle do? You know what? Never mind.
Oh no, he's got a legend, Granny Z. Oh, gold.
There's some
Yeah.
questions you don't want answered. Trust me.
They have higher edges.
Next, you're telling me that an emerald has been walking the world as well.
I wouldn't know about that, mate, but
Has grown legs and is walking the world.
I wouldn't know about that, mate, but Granny Z, she's a bit of a legend around Australia.
Really?
Ah, yeah.
Never heard of her.
Sweet.
I'm sorry, creatures.
Next, you're telling me stories about a little kobold killing a dragon or something.
Oh, yeah,
Bring
I
up
heard
these
about
things
that,
out of
yeah.
context.
Yeah, quite a brave little bugger he was as well. Yeah, you want some of this wombat ginger?
Sure, if you can tell me what it's good for.
Absolutely
it's-
nothing. Sorry.
Say it again.
It's not war. It's not war.
It's raw.
Yes, it's raw, but it's not war.
Look, it's good for your stomach ailments, slight antibacterial properties. You put some of that in a drink, it actually tastes really good.
Really?
Yeah, put some
So
fire.
if I put it in some ale, I'm getting a werewolf ginger ale.
Exactly. That's kind of what we do with it, you know?
That sounds remarkably silly, and yet I'm compelled to get at least a little bit of it.
Hey, well,
How
it's
much?
like, I'd say it's about 5 silver pieces for a pound.
Oh, that's probably still.
Oh, it is. This stuff is just fairly common, you know. It's not exactly not like saffron. That stuff costs like 5 gold for a couple of flowers. It's mad.
All right. That was 7 silver.
5 silver.
5 silver. Okay. There you go. If you can give me the change for the gold, please.
Certainly. He quickly rummages around in a little box under the till, pulls out the change, and then hands you a pound sack of werewombat ginger.
Well, it's gonna be interesting. Trying to do some
Awesome.
cooking.
Yeah, well, I guarantee you that is top quality ingredients, mate.
I hope so.
As sure as my name's Erwin.
What's your name?
Erwin.
I was almost expecting you were trying to make a joke and tell me a different name.
No, it's
You
Erwin,
seem
mate.
alright. You seem alright, sir.
Indeed. Well, if that's all you're wanting.
I can't help but feel we've got off track here.
Yeah. We call that padding!
Thanks for your help, Irvin. Watch out
We
for
call
the
that
text.
forcing the DM to improvise.
We can't have a DM pulling something out of his ass.
It works.
Welcome to my world, Jesus! Some of the
Welcome to
shit
my
you guys
world.
pull.
I joked to a colleague at work today that you were going to get revenge on me for what I pulled. I was not wrong.
Improvising's the job of every DM, I find.
I know
No.
why I'm not DMing.
The golden rule of
It's-
DMing: no plan survives contact with the player. Be ready to improvise.
Exactly.
Well, it survives contact with the player, but you need to be flexible enough to bend your plan a little bit.
Just slightly.
Yeah,
Just make it out of taffy.
yeah, maybe even Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, well, me and Radigan are getting a little impatient here, so let's go.
Yeah,
Pleasure doing business with you.
nice doing business with you too, my friend. Don't know why
Yeah.
I've suddenly turned into Australian.
Probably because this was a big cultural thing.
I come from a land down under, Olaf. Hey?
We will allow Menchanda.
Bye, Irvin. Don't be a shyster.
Night, miss. Have fun.
Good night.
As you make your way out of the Goblin Markets, back into the city, you make your way slowly towards Betray's workshop with
What
the
you got?
orb in hand. You knock gently on the door.
Hey! Hey!
Hello?
Hey!
The door opens and Badger Egg looks at you. Oh, you're back early. Did you manage to get it?
We've been away for hours, and yes.
But to be honest, I thought you'd have a bit of trouble in the goblin markets, to be honest. You just got on. Let's have the orb.
You have the money after all.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I got it here. Okay, Badger Egg takes the orb and very carefully places it in his apron. Right, well, I suppose... look, the lad had a word with me, and we decided that 50 gold wasn't enough, so... Here you go, 150 gold pieces. He hands you a purse containing the money. And he goes, look, I know you've got a bit of misgivings about the Iron Mama, so... Fair's fair, I decided to bulk it up to 50 apiece, so... Yeah.
I am very happy with this development.
What do I roll to stealthily sabotage this work?
You can try, but it wouldn't really be worth it.
I'm fairly certain he's gonna fail. Don't know why. It's a good feeling.
Just not on board with
He's
trying
good.
to get the slave
At,
trades.
at worst, we're going to have to kill the golem creature that he's creating.
Well,
Because
if he
that's
does
how
succeed,
it goes.
maybe we can come back and someone will pay us to dismantle it when it eventually goes mad.
Or throws children in the water because it has been playing with flowers before.
What?
Come on, none of my golems have ever done that. They've never gone out of control. Pride myself on my work, I do.
None of your golems have had conscience before.
Well, that's true, but still. I'm not exactly a novice at this, you know.
Well, I heard the story of someone who tried it and that's how it went, but that's only a myth after all.
Yes, well, anyway, I reckon looking at the night sky, you probably want to get back to the inn. It's a bit dark now.
You're not gonna land on our
Besides-
dinner or anything, are you?
Of course not as long as the boy doesn't use that damn scroll of his.
Alright.
To be honest with you, he actually goes there in secret because he's got a bit of a thing for the barmaid, you know.
To be fair, she's a pretty lass.
That's true, but I prefer my women big. You get what I mean?
Big and stouty. I get it.
No, I was meaning like that rather nice Goliath that works in the goblin markets. You probably saw her brother, didn't you?
Yeah.
You're talking about climbing mountains, friend.
Oh, I enjoy that certainly. Us dwarves, you know what we're like.
He
Just make
likes
sure you
to
don't
go
dig too deep.
He also wants to go spelunking.
But thanks
If you know
very
what
much.
I mean.
Oh, don't worry. Thanks anyway, but I best get back to work. Our little star's not going to bring himself to life, is he? Or she? We don't know yet.
Well, maybe it's
Touch.
neither. I mean, it's a golem. It's hard to
But-
say.
No, that's true. It's whatever a golem wishes to be, golem will be.
Que sera,
As
sera.
long
I'll be keeping an
Whoa.
eye on you.
Hey, I'm going to love this golem as if it were my own son, daughter, or well, whichever,
Miscellaneous.
really.
your
Exactly.
own child. Your own offspring.
Exactly.
Why have I suddenly learned to speak Dwarven all of a sudden?
Well, if you've got a knack for the language, you can always try and learn it.
Learning Orc was hard enough.
Oh, fair enough. Anyway,
Just try talking
I
halfling.
guess.
They speak in anachronisms. It's hilarious. It's really hard.
Oh, you're telling me. Anyways, this has been real, but I gotta get back home. Work.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay,
See you
enjoy
tomorrow.
yourselves. Right, see you tomorrow. And with that, he closes the door and you make your way back to the inn. One second.
That was fun.
Right. 1 second. You get to the inn and it's getting it's about 10 o'clock in the evening. You've still got your rooms for the night. What would you like to do?
I
think
am going
Ria's-
to
Go ahead.
look at the rat and be like, so, you want to hang around with me for a little while?
The rat looks at you and then nods. He's
Alright.
happy to have a new boss.
I'm going to call you Rat again.
As long as you don't turn him into Ratatouille.
Yeah.
I know.
Isn't that name reserved for the world's greatest rat?
Ratigan or Ratatouille?
The former.
Yes.
The rat gives.
Sir Basil Ratting.
Oh, he won't make me forget midnight, but I will love him all the same.
Midnight, yes.
Ah!
I know. But they're taking good care of him and setting him off. Hopefully in the wild where he can roam free. Or she. How do you identify the gender of a dragon anyway?
With great difficulty and usually with losing a limb.
Well, I've worked on the losing a limb.
Yeah, how does that feel, by the way?
Still hurting a lot. But nothing that a good strong ale, maybe with a little bit of this ginger in it, won't cure, and a good night's sleep.
Well, good luck with that.
At
The
this
ginger
point,
or the good night's sleep?
at this point, the landlord is behind the bar. He's tending the bar at this point. He's looking at the three of you, and he's still got that look on his face of, "You want a drink? Just come over and ask."
Oh yeah, I need a drink now.
I need a lot
Same.
more than that. Meat! Give us meat!
So, you wanted the steak tartare? I take it.
Yes!
She's a steak tartare kind of gal.
I kind of guessed. We don't. Oh, I'm assuming you're not involved with you know who.
What?
You know what?
The boss.
No, we're independent contractors. We've been the guard for the delivery from earlier in the day.
Oh no, it's
Okay.
just. You see, when goblins, we get goblin clientele a fair bit, but usually they're either with Old Small or with the boss.
No, we're not from around here.
Ah, fair enough. So it's one steak tartare. Anything else?
I'll have a strong ale.
Okay.
Do you have a good dwarven strongbow?
Oh, oh, bloody hell! You want some dwarven reserve, eh? It's called the smashing. It's called the hammer blow.
The hammer blow.
Yeah, it's good at
Ah.
getting you smashed.
Haven't got one of those in a long time.
Ah, you're a connoisseur, I see. Lovely. He turns round, goes to the spigot, and pours you a tankard full of the hammer.
Sounds like it's
Tasty
been
info.
named for export.
You know it. This stuff goes all over the Scorpion Coast.
I just gotta stop talking now.
Speaking of scorpions, what do you have here that used to be small and skittish when it was alive?
Suppose you could, you listen to my wife. But now we've I'm assuming you're meaning food-wise?
Yes, I would prefer that.
We've got some bay shrimp if you'd like that.
Oh yeah, that will do just fine.
Okay, would you like any particular sauce with it?
Dill's actually pretty good with it.
Anything with more acid than you can recommend.
Probably say that's the hyper lemon. So I'll get some lemon shrimp for you. And you, little miss?
She had the tata.
Yeah.
Oh, you've tata. Sorry. Drink.
Sure, give me one of the hammer thingies.
All right. Full tank, and I'm assuming.
Just because I'm small doesn't mean I can't hold my liquor.
Trust me, I've known plenty of goblin girls in this town, and yep, they could definitely hold the liquor. So he gets another tankard, places it in front of you.
Yeah.
And you, Miss Paladin, what would you like?
Whiskey on the rocks.
Fair enough.
Go light on the rocks, though.
Don't worry, this is good stuff. This Duke Robert's personal vintage from Galaba. Carefully pours you a tumbler's worth and passes it to you.
Thank you very much. I shall, well, definitely use it. I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy it.
Trust me, that is good stuff. Duke Robert's vineyards and malteries, they produce top stuff.
Thank you very much. That will.
And he sort of nudges Jeremiah in the ribs. Guess it comes from being from up north, eh?
Yeah.
Well, we'll bring your food over to you in a few minutes.
I'll just have the regular stew, by the way.
Not a problem. Well, he goes over to a hatchway, like a little grated hatchway, and just calls down, 1 steak tartare, 1 lemon shrimp, and 1 regular stew, please, Adrian. He goes, you folks might want to take a seat.
It's not like there's a lot of people here right now.
Well, it's
We seem to have missed the evening rush.
well, to be honest, my wife's doing a cabaret tonight, and she's not exactly. How can I put this? You know, buckets.
Yeah.
She couldn't carry a tuning one if it was made of lead.
I don't get it.
I hope that's not your wife standing behind you when you're saying that.
What? No.
Alright.
Daughter. Just say, what kind of man do you think I am to marry someone 20 years younger than him?
You will be surprised.
To be truly honest, I'm a goblin. I'm 7. That's an adult. I have no idea what you guys are.
Fair enough. But
Older than you
yeah,
probably could get.
I have no idea of the concept of age of dwarves or humans or what. You're all weird.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll just leave it at that. But yeah, Adrian will bring your meals up in a few minutes. Just enjoy yourselves, and if you want some cheese to block your ears with, we can get you some.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Where's the good cheese?
Oh, trust me, this isn't good cheese.
Just
And
hope
with
he
that-
never pisses off his daughter, or else the daughter's gonna snitch on him.
Well,
she's the one who came up with the cheese idea. Anyway, for the rest of the evening, you enjoy your drinks, you enjoy your meals, you make it through the cabaret without any injuries, and make your way to bed.
Jeremiah at one time accidentally applauds at the wrong time. Looks sheepishly.
To be honest, the landlady is that much of an egomaniac and believe in her ability to sing that she takes it as genuine, so I wouldn't worry about it.
You're so vain. I bet you think this thing is about you.
But yeah, you go to bed, and in the morning, you come down to breakfast.
Forgive full hit points.
I get to hear. I'm back to 32,
Excellent.
and I can still rage 2 times.
Yay.
So, as you're eating your breakfast, you notice something strange happening outside.
What is that commotion?
The landlord's daughter goes out to see what's going on, and then comes back in sounding very confused. Excuse me,
Yes.
you three, you don't happen to know why Lady Small would be outside with 3 guards, would you?
No, but I'm
No,
afraid
but we would probably be well off talking to her anyway. Ran into
Right.
her yesterday, so maybe
Right,
it's something we can do.
Well, she's coming in here right now.
Oh, God.
Then I don't have to
With
get
that,
up.
with that, the landlord's daughter scurries back behind the bar as Small comes in and approaches your table.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. I trust the 3 of you slept well?
As well as one can sleep.
How's my baby?
The Black Dragon is fine. Currently, Lord Sirius is discussing with his council the best course of action to deal with the Black Dragon. I have, however, put forward your request for the dragon's life be spared.
It's just a baby.
Yes. Fortunately, the boss of the syndicate concurs with your feelings that it is still just an infant.
That it is.
So,
what brings the 4 of you to us?
well, put simply, Lord Sirius is rather pleased with the fact that we dealt with a little cult issue.
Yes.
Of course, we've known for years Lord Harrowmount has been plotting, but we never imagined he'd go so far as to bring a black dragon into the...
Yeah.
That is a rare trick, I have to say.
We've also had a report from Bogan on the market regarding the Vermin Lord in Marilyn Mansion.
Oh,
What? There was a Vermin Lord there?
You know full well there's a Vermin Lord there.
I couldn't
Now-
confirm that.
I could never admit it publicly, as long as there might be scurrying things around.
What? Don't look at me. I've got small legs, alright? I can't help it scurry.
Well,
I'm not
anyway,
talking about you.
we've taken the liberty of keeping a close eye on Marilyn Mansion, and this morning at dawn, we noticed a large amount of flies leaving through the chimney.
Looks like the unwanted occupant has left.
So it seems. So we will investigate further, but I'd say it's safe to assume she's left.
Well, she said she would, but you never know with some of these incidents.
She said she was an enemy of Lord Harrington. So...
Yes, she said she was on the same side as
Serious?
the Lord, but still.
Lord Sirius.
Yes. As
Yes.
Lord Cumulus, yes.
Well,
But it's only a case of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, either way, we are grateful to both you and this mysterious vermin lord. As such, Lord Cirrus has dispatched me to give this to you. And with that, she reaches into her belt and places a purse of 500 gold onto the table.
Oh.
That can get a lot of shinies, guys.
That can also get a lot of beers, a lot of companionship in cold, dark nights.
It can certainly be of assistance in bringing good to the world.
Good.
Well, since that's whet your appetite, Lord Cirrus has other things to attend to, and he could use some hired help, if you're interested.
It depends on the nature of the things.
I assure you, Lord Cirrus is a noble man.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
I'll leave you to mull it over for a little while, but if you are interested, well, simply report to the Goblin Markets. I'm sure one of my people will be there waiting. And with that, the adventure ends.
I have a feeling you have plans to continue this at some point, and I am intrigued.
Possibly. Possibly.
That works out at 166 gold each with 2 gold spare.
Ooh.
Well,
And don't forget you got 50 gold each as well from earlier.
Already had that.
yes.
Yep. Excellent.
166 on top makes it...
Also, I love how Dean Lems has basically been doing a Zabornik rack in the chat.
Yep.
That was brilliant.
Just basically actually see it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what did you think, Sephi?
I had to pull so much out of my backside in this tonight.
Welcome to
That's how it usually goes.
Because, to be honest, I held Haramont back because I thought... Because I looked at the spells I've given him and what he's capable of, and I thought, he's a glass cannon. If he's able to actually get some spells off, you could be wiped out. But you had that net, and that just... It just killed him in one.
Yeah, you always have to keep in mind, the players will do something you didn't consider. You need to think of everything and the kitchen sink in order to prepare for everything. But
Exactly.
if you can't do that, you need to be ready to throw something out there. Be it someone who's hidden in the shadows, or someone coming in through the side door, or maybe a cultist being late.
Inflating
or
the
as
health
they
pool
said,
of the
like
Draco.
Dragon. Yeah, or just bump him up a few levels in health.
All I'll say is, I am glad you thought of subduing the Black Dragon, because that would have annihilated you.
I mean, Jeremiah's was almost dead.
That's true.
That's why I was so interested in the ginger and the ale. Though that's clearly a stout you got, and not an ale.
It's funny because I kind of put that net in my inventory on women. But yeah, that seems something a bird paladin would have.
Thing is, Jeremiah still runs around only with his starting gear, level 1 gear.
Same.
He came with that.
Squish. Then again, Squish needs only fists.
Yeah.
Even though the sling was more effective.
To be fair, I did brutally murder 2 people, one after the other, with my fists.
That's true, that's true.
But,
That's true.
so, to go into the usual shenanigans, play of the game?
I would probably say Rhea with the net.
Yeah, the net was
Both
pretty
times.
useful.
That was just... It annihilated what was supposed to be the final boss and saved us from the emergency final boss.
Emergency final boss.
This isn't even my final fall.
In case of emergency, break egg.
Yeah.
Fumble of the game?
I would probably say squish at the start.
Yeah. Slow start to squish.
Just fly swatted at the start.
Guys, help! He's using some sort of reach tool.
We call that an arm deer. The fact that my accent has slipped all over the place again.
I'll bite your legs off.
You started out with a totally different
Your
voice.
accent was slipping.
Yeah,
Bogan was
terribly.
supposed to be. Bogan's accent kept slipping from Brummie to Cockney.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so sometimes I slipped into the accent you were doing. Sometimes I was
Exactly.
slipping into an accent that you weren't doing. Sometimes I went somewhere where I don't know where I ended up.
At one point, you turned into Reister.
Right. Yeah.
I also love how Creature's character just sounded like a younger Zabornik. Sometimes.
Just a little bit.
My voice range is limited and I can't do accents.
That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I could try, but it's hard keeping it track because sometimes when I switch back and forth, it just slips.
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh.
I wasn't trying to lead into a song number. Yeah.
Also, the Marilyn Mansion.
Yep.
Really?
That was.
I cannot claim responsibility for that. That's a Lee Mack joke.
My God. Well, anyway, you did rather well for your first time attempting to DM on an unfamiliar platform. So, woo!
That's
I'm
great
just glad it
preparation with
worked.
portraits and all.
Thank you.
You did very well.
Thank you.
You really set the atmosphere, I have to say.
Pardon?
You really set the atmosphere with all the portraits and the well-prepared
Oh,
backgrounds.
thanks very much.
What I personally, that's that's something you started out with. You were very, very railroady, a little bit at least.
Yeah.
Just
Tiny
yeah.
bit at the beginning, but then when we suddenly decided, no, we're turning left when you wanted us to go right, basically, that's when you opened up, and that's where I felt you ended up in a more comfortable space.
Yeah, pretty much. I felt like I kind of had to railroad you a little bit to get you to the first
Yes.
encounter and get the plot rolling.
Considering that this was a one-shot, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's what I noticed. That's the only little thing. But then again, when I do when I do something like that, I tend to, especially at the beginning, send people a specific place. So I'm guilty of it myself.
Well, like I say, it was just at the start, and then I let you all run off and do what you wanted, really.
Yeah, yeah, but it actually was noticeable that you were starting to get more comfortable with the characters as well.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something I'm going to try and come up with for the sequel.
I would love to see a sequel again.
Well, there's actually a couple of there could be a couple of sequels you don't know.
The Rise of the Iron Mummer, The War of the Iron Mummer, The Revenge of the Iron Mummer,
It might
Iron
not
Mummer
involve-
Reloaded,
It might not involve the Iron Mummer. Bedrag is
Son
still.
of the Iron Mummer.
But no, it is gonna. The sequel will probably follow what Lord Sirius wants you to do.
The Silver Lining.
Quite
Because
possibly.
Lord Sirius,
Probably.
clearly, clouds.
I lost my baby. I could have ruled the world from the back of a black dragon.
That would be a
All
fun
I'll
mission.
say is, I hope if we do the sequel, we get Dennis involved as well.
That would be awesome.
As long as he doesn't play Ez again.
I think he'd like.
Ez
Yeah,
is a Barovian style character.
yeah. I think we need someone a bit more lighter and.
Dennis is a bit like Seph, where he has just a vault of characters he has made. So
Yeah.
he could easily bring in someone. But anyway, I
I
think
might
we'll
act-
end the stream
yeah.
there. So
Okay.
thank you for running that for us, Sephi.
No problem.
I am
Thank you for
unsure if we will be running next week, as I will be making preparations to go to Canada Land for Con Bravo.
Oh, yeah.
So I will keep everybody updated on the Discord on my actions for that. So
Okay.
keep an eye on the Discord, keep an eye on Twitter, and we will see you guys next time. So bye-bye.
Night night.
Good night.